Hi, everybody.
Several PE classes, you know, I can guarantee, like, I can smell my dick cheese right now.
Two guys in the dark.
Oh, bat fuck.
Don't use the finger. My butt. It's sensitive.
All right, JT, now you say something racist. This is how the show works.
Two guys in the dark.
So, I smell my debit card right in front of her.
What? I forgot about this story. We're two guys in the dark. I bet George Washington Carver came up with peanut butter thinking, oh, I can't wait to stick my dick in it.
Two guys in the dark.
You had one job to do, bitch!
Hey guys, welcome to Two Guys in the Dark. This is the Bryon special. So, lead us out.
All right, yeah, this is the Bryon special. That's my dad. I'm Captain Cool, Prince of all Podcasters. And then the other host of the show, the Butt Checker Bananas VJ. This is Two Guys in the Dark. And this week, my dad got to choose everything. He's in charge. Except, I'm going to pick the segments we go in, but
Yeah.
But now here's a question.
What's up?
How come we don't do cold opens like SNL? That's something we should maybe think about start doing. Like,
Well, give me an example of what you got in mind.
well, you know, like we do we do the lights out theater, but what if we like did condensed, shortened versions of them to open the episode, like a little 3-minute cold open to whatever that's related to whatever episode we do.
That's not a horrible idea.
We should do one where VJ's like, I'm going to sit in this chair, and my dad says no. And VJ does it anyways.
And then you hear it aloud.
When I hear that thing crack,
I just looked over and was like, that
Break.
motherfucker got the chair anyway.
when it breaks.
You watched me do it.
Oh,
Okay. We're going to have to jump into eating shit because there's a lot of stuff
A
we're
lot.
eating. Where do you guys want to start? You want to start with the drink? Let's do this.
no, I want to start with these noodles.
Okay, noodles.
While they're
Because they're
hot.
hot.
Okay.
Tell me which one we're going to start
Okay,
with.
we're going
Let's
to
do
do...
the gumbo chicken.
Hey.
Who's
It
hot?
just looks like the worst one.
Okay, all right. So, well, this is the eating shit.
I mean, gumbo's usually good.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
Gumbo's usually good, but I mean, when you compare it to beef prime rib and Louisiana hot spicy chicken, I would say I choose the gumbo to go first. In this
Let me introduce while we're eating first.
Okay.
All right. So, if you guys remember the Christmas special of the season 3 finale of Two Guys in the Dark, I'm sure
Which you
guys,
don't.
we tried Wrap Snacks chips. Oh, but guess what Captain Cool found? That's Save-A-Lot. Wrap Snacks Icon Noodles. And we got 3 different wrapper noodles to try out this week. All
Is
right.
it bad that the first joke I wanted to make was, they had to put it where the people who would want it would buy it?
Oof. Speaking of the Save-A-Lot, I go in there with Tasia, my black girlfriend, and I get some dirty fucking looks when I get in there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking lie. It
The
makes
black community don't like that, man.
Yeah, like there's this big black dude. He saw us. He just slammed the can down. And goes, "God damn it!" and walked away. I was like,
Oh, shit.
maybe he just doesn't like Tasia.
Yeah. I'm sure
Okay.
that's
Back again, goddammit.
all right.
Come and taking all of our wrap snacks.
So,
I don't ever get to buy any.
so let me tell you how embarrassed I was to buy all 9 of these. But anyways,
I bet that guy rang you up too. He was looking at
all right. First up, Master P and his creamy chicken gumbo. BJ thinks this is going to be the worst of the 3, so this is what I'm going to try
Let's
first.
see what it smells like. Okay.
steam.
Smells like yeah.
Yeah.
It smells like my mucus loosening.
Did I get the wrong bite? Let's try it again.
It kind of tastes just like ramen in a cup, right?
Oh, what a surprise. This ramen in a cup tastes like ramen in a cup.
What if we just put back the sticker and it's just the regular ramen in a cup with a rapper's face on it?
Only thing that would make it better is if we did that to each of them and it was all the chicken flavored ramen.
It's generic. It ain't bad. I'll give it that. It ain't bad.
It tastes about the same as the other chicken.
Yeah.
Like the regular chicken ramen in a cup.
It tastes exactly the same.
Yeah. I don't see anything different.
Master P's on it. That's the.
I mean, that. But other than that, it tastes the exact same to me.
Okay. You guys want to move to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you want to do next?
Let's do that beef prime rib.
Alright, beef prime rib.
Yeah.
Beef prime rib. Wait, who's the rapper?
Okay, this is
E40.
E40 beef prime ribs. This better taste different because it's got a unique name. It wasn't just chicken.
I'm not gonna mix this one up this time. I'm gonna try it with the stuff at top. See if it.
Oh, okay.
See if like the flavor just drops down into it or something. Because that chicken one didn't seem like it had a flavor to me at all.
It didn't. Hopefully this one's different, right?
No, it's not.
No, it is different.
Is it? Wait.
It definitely tastes different. For the better? No.
It tastes like the beef one.
I kind of like the beef prime rib better than the chicken one that we just tried.
Yeah.
But I've always been a fan of beef ramen over chicken ramen. So.
But neither one of them has all that much flavor to it.
I think they just didn't
know
drain
what?
it enough before they add the seasoning in.
You know what though? I think we pour some hot sauce in this. It'd be pretty goddamn bombing.
Alright.
But I eat hot sauce on everything, so
What are we doing with these when we're done with them?
we can give them to the cats if you want.
I guess, because I don't think it'd be good for George.
No,
That's a lot of sodium.
George got a little pussy belly.
Yeah, he does.
Glad we're talking about George for once and not me.
You guys ready to move to the last one?
Yeah, this one is called
You know, me and my pussy belly.
Louisiana Hot and Spicy Chicken. And
This one I assume will taste the best.
Boozy. Can someone tell me who Boozy is?
BJ, can you tell me who Boozy
You
is?
don't know who the boozy is?
I actually don't know who Boozy is.
I didn't know who E40 was either, but you know.
I knew E40 and Master P.
Well, I know Master P, but
Well, E40 go way back. So does Master P.
Well.
So does Boozy though. So we'll play a song later on. I'll play a song later on. But
Oh damn, this one looks damn. They got a lot of shit in this one, so I'm betting
it looks good,
I'm betting this is going to be the best one.
and it's the only one that like maintains its color after you mix it up. So I would say it's probably going to have the most flavor.
Huh?
Smells like Doritos though.
I mean, it's a little spicier than the other one. You get anything else out of it?
It's
There's
more.
a little bit of flavor, but it's not.
It's more spice than taste.
Yeah, it's better than the chicken one, but it's more like geared towards spiciness than flavor. I will say I like it though.
Okay, everybody rate your order of taste.
I think I'm gonna go exactly the order I said we should eat them in. Like the worst being the creamy chicken gumbo,
Okay,
and the best being the Louisiana hot.
so you're saying Boozy was best,
Uh-huh.
then Eazy-E,
Mm-hmm.
then Master P was
It's E40, not Easy E.
oh same guy.
No.
E40.
This is why the cashier was like, "God dang it!"
He don't know them. What about you? What do you think?
No, I agree. The exact same. I thought the prime rib was the middle ways. I thought the creamy chicken was the worst. And I guess as far as the best, it's this hot and spicy because at least it has some kind of flavor.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I guess I have to go that way because Master P's was just, hey Master P, what do you want to do for yours?
I don't
You
give
know
a
the
shit.
one at Kroger's I get. Can we just do that? And then E40 was
There's
like,
a way to check.
what?
Drink the liquid, because the liquid, his liquid don't have. That sounds okay. I'm sorry. The liquid in the
Cup?
creamy gumbo chicken cup
Master P's
has no
liquid has
flavor
no
to it.
flavor. oh, no.
The beef prime rib has a good flavor to the liquid.
It's a lot of sodium.
The Louisiana hot is definitely the best.
Yeah.
The next thing I also picked up at Save-A-Lot. This is Crush Sour Patch Kids Berry. This is a
I'll tell you one thing about Save-A-Lot. You can find some shit you ain't finding nowhere else.
that's right.
The demographic of people who shop at Save-A-Lot. You know, I've been making bad jokes all day. I'm gonna just shut up now.
Tasty likes going there. So anyway,
I like Save-A-Lot.
God damn this.
VJ said he was coming over, I said, "Hey man, what do you want to get?" He said, "Give me some pizza rolls." Mm-hmm. The pizza rolls they have aren't your normal pizza rolls. The Totinos, they're called like Eastons or East something. Mm-hmm. I was like, "What the fuck?"
They have off-brand, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, which is fine. You tasted the pizza rolls from there. What were they good?
They're very average. I mean, I wouldn't like
buy them.
Yeah, I wouldn't purposely go out of my way to get them.
Okay.
I've been eating a lot of crap from Trader Joe's here lately.
I don't even know what a Trader Joe is.
It's for white people.
Okay, but speaking of white people,
it's too expensive.
It is. It's also it's really stupid stuff. Like,
all right, Crush Sour Patch Kids berry. Let's do the smell test.
Smells like
shit. It smells
berry
good.
soda.
Some kind of blueberry.
It smells good. You guys ready?
Yeah. That's sour.
It's a Sour Patch Kids on the bottle.
Yep.
Y'all must not eat a lot of sour candy.
That's actually pretty good.
It is good. I like it.
I know, but she's like, that sour in your eyes like puckered back, and then he's like, Sour Patch Kids. And I'm just like, this is good.
We don't eat a lot of sour.
I think it'd be better just to Patch Kids berry. But
they have a Fanta berry that
tastes
it tastes like that without the sour.
I might have to pick that up because I mean the sour
we tried it
good.
on the podcast, didn't we? The blue Fanta,
probably.
Well, I think we tried blue and green at some point, but it's good. I'd say it's in the top 50 of the things we tried.
Okay.
I'm assuming at this point we've passed 100.
Yeah, sometimes we do like one, sometimes we do 8.
Yeah.
So just
sometimes we decide to dedicate a whole episode to it and wish we didn't.
Stupid Little Debbie special.
Yeah, I love that episode. We may look back at it like it's like our Vietnam, but
flashbacks.
Okay.
But I love that episode.
I keep telling him I want to do the chicken wars.
Well, speaking of wars,
you know, we go to
KFC.
We don't got to do it every day, but we go to Church's Chicken, which I could bring from Nashville, considering I don't think they have any out here in Knoxville.
Not anymore.
Then we could like do
Popeyes.
like battle royale style, like Popeyes, Bojangles, KFC. We got to add Zaxby's and Chick-fil-A to the list.
Long John's? No.
There's not one anymore.
I don't think they count. Only because
there's the chicken planks. Anyway.
Yeah, it's not a tender.
Yeah, now you want to try Gus's chicken in that?
I've had Gus's chicken.
I think we should add Princess Hot Chicken to that.
I ain't had Princess Hot chicken.
What about
I think it's a Nashville
Abdullah the Butcher's? Was that a barbecue place?
That sounds cool though.
Anyway,
We go to BB King's.
Speaking of wars, it's time. We haven't done a segment in a long, long time, mostly because of COVID. But it's time for the Tournament of Champions has returned with the Cereal Wars. This week, if you guys hear random slurping through the episode, BJ's still eating noodles. This week,
Burns, but it's so good.
it's the Fred Flintstone specials are going head to head in Cocoa Pebbles versus Fruity Pebbles. Would you like to do the announcer thing? We haven't done that in a while.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, weighing in at approximately 11 ounces, the chocolatey goodness that you've all been craving, the flaky Cocoa Pebbles that you all have been raving about. The Cocoa Pebbles! That's their actual name, so I kind of screwed that part up. Mm-hmm. And in this corner, weighing in at approximately 11 pounds, coming in all
11 pounds?
11 ounces.
Sorry, 11 ounces. Coming in several different variations of color. Blue, yellow, red, orange, purple, pink. You probably don't need to know them all. Green, just because I felt like I left that one out. The absolutely delicious Fruity Pebbles.
All right.
Who will be the winner?
Who we going to take on first? Okay, we're ripping open Cocoa Pebbles. All right. which Fred Flintstone cereals go into the second round.
And just a little
And I keep doing that till it's a full bowl. I do love making Cocoa Pebbles. So. Jesus, Sean.
That's good. That's good.
Did you get spoons?
You.
I
God
tried
damn it.
20 minutes ago. Get
He
them
said, how we going to eat that
Stop,
cereal?
stop.
Sorry.
Okay, so first up's Cocoa Pebbles.
Future reference. Don't eat the Louisiana hot wrap snacks ramen with chapped lips because you're going to fuck your day up. My lips are on fire. On fire!
These taste different or no?
No, not really.
Just like Cocoa Pebble for me.
Maybe it's been a while since I've had Cocoa Pebbles.
Ain't been that damn long. You had them this year because we had a whole box of them up there.
I know Tasty ate the shit of them too.
They're just as good as I remember.
Okay.
Definitely a contender.
I like them.
I'd say one of the best parts is the flavor of the milk afterwards.
Yeah. In terms of the nice chocolate, I'm
And it's
drinking
kind of like a
Nesquik.
rich chocolate, yeah.
I'm not big on chocolate drink though.
Really?
Oh, Yoo-Hoo's good.
I hate you.
I love Yoo-Hoo. I love chocolate milk. I don't know. I love hot chocolate. I'm basically Santa Claus from the Santa Claus movie. I love all that shit.
I like hot chocolate. I like chocolate milk. I can't drink a lot of it, but I like it. I hate Yoo-Hoo.
Why? I'm not a hot chocolate person.
I love hot chocolate. I hate Yoo-Hoo. I liked it when I was a kid.
What happened?
I don't know, man. I just don't like the taste of it.
Well, it don't taste the way it used to in the 90s. But
When I drank one of those, I was like nostalgic, you know. I'm gonna try some of this. Hated it.
I mean, like, if it don't taste the way I remember when I was a kid, there's no way it tastes the way you remember when you were a kid. Oh, damn. Just the smell of the box. Oh,
I'll give you this.
the aroma.
I'll give you this. Last year or two, I remember buying 2 Yoo-Hoos on my lunch break and drinking them. I had a massive fucking shit. Now, of course, I don't shit at work.
Now, did this one end up in your pants or in the
No,
toilet?
this one made it to the toilet. But Jesus
And that's
fucking
with
Christ.
almond milk. Oh my god.
Anyway, but Yoo-Hoo's made me shit, and this happened 2 or
In
3
my
times.
defense, I've been farting all day.
This happened 2 or 3 times every time I had it. I was like, I think it's the Yoo-Hoo's. Anyway, we're gonna move
Clean
on.
out that bowl. You got a lot of Cocoa Pebbles sitting around in there, boy. Gonna contaminate the flavor.
Hold on.
Rookie mistake.
Don't nobody touch anything until I eat every.
Oh, I'm not gonna touch anything. That damn smell's about to kill me.
I'm sorry.
I think you contaminated the milk.
We shouldn't have left it sitting open on the table. Looks like we're all gonna have to drink almond milk on this
That's
one.
on me.
There we go.
In the meantime, I'll be here with my wrap snacks.
You got that done yet?
Yeah.
Hot as shit.
Okay.
What?
You.
It tastes good.
All right, everybody.
Does smell good.
I thought you just took a bite. I was like, motherfucker.
No, I said it smelled good.
All right, everybody says fruity. Oh, damn. I give you this. I give you this right now. The smell, Fruity Pebbles, 100% better.
100% one.
Best ice cream topper, hands down.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you make ice cream, if you want to put a little snack on top of it, Fruity Pebbles. Blow your mind.
Huh. Okay.
Crushed Oreos too. Okay, anyway.
Ready?
Let me just fucking smell this like I'm a paint. Oh, he just took a bite, motherfucker. Like a paint sniffer. This is so fucking good. Damn, I wish Tasty would get some fucking candles. All right, let's think about it.
I have one at my house that smells like Fruity Pebbles. It's one of those wax things that melts and makes your whole house smell like Fruity Pebbles.
I swear to God, the other day I was like, no, I don't want to eat Fruity Pebbles because I didn't remember. I didn't remember what they taste like. I'd forgotten how good they are.
Fucking delicious. When I was a kid, I didn't never like Fruity Pebbles,
Right?
but today, fucking bitching.
What's everybody's verdict? I gotta know now.
Okay, so I'm gonna go out and say it. It's been a while since I've had either of these. I was more let down by Cocoa Pebbles and Fruity Pebbles. Just I wasn't really looking forward to it, but it blew me away. I'm picking my vote, Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles, I am too.
I am also going to pick Fruity Pebbles
Honestly,
I wanted to be absolutely 100% unbiased on this.
Well, going into this, I thought Cocoa Pebbles.
I did too.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew going into this that Fruity Pebbles it's like my favorite cereal. Like, okay, I know I say that about every cereal, but the one that I mainline on the regular, because it's so much cheaper than all the other cereals. It's like $1.99 for a box. So I literally go out and I'll buy Fruity Pebbles, and Leslie will just be like, "You got Fruity Pebbles again? Why didn't you get no Cocoa Pebbles?" I'm like, "Why do we need Cocoa Pebbles? We got Fruity Pebbles."
Honestly, going in, I was like, there ain't a hope in hell and chance of Fruity Pebbles.
That's what I thought.
You guys just don't know. Fruity Pebbles is my shit.
It was better.
This was an upset victory. I thought, but you know what?
I thought it was funny because when I said that thing and you said that thing at the beginning, I was like, I know he's talking about Cocoa Pebbles, but I'm talking about Fruity Pebbles.
See, I thought you were talking about Cocoa Pebbles.
Well, I was like,
Yeah, both of you you said, we already know who's going to win.
that's what I thought was funny because he was like shushing us, and I was like, you don't know if we're talking about the same cereal, Sean.
And we weren't. Huh. I was surprised. I hadn't had fruit in so long.
Even the milk afterwards,
I don't know.
it's like a treat.
I think the milk on Cocoa Pebbles is better.
Oh yeah, I mean the milk on Cocoa Pebbles is better, but it's like a nice little treat, like a palate cleanser.
I'll tell you one thing about that fruity. It's sweet. And it smells better.
Let me tell you, it's very unhealthy to sit down and eat an entire box of that in a day.
A box? Jesus.
But I can totally do it, and the best thing about it is it's gluten free. That's not the best thing about it. I just wanted to say that.
Okay.
All right. Let's
I'm just saying, people who have gluten allergies can still enjoy.
Future Sean's a bitch. Just a little something for him.
Are you done with these?
Yeah, he's done.
That's cereal flicks like Hulk Hogan when you fart.
Yeah, actually. Surprisingly enough.
Let me do the bun thing.
Sometimes I fart and I go, nothing means nothing.
All right. Now that we've gotten the food portion out of the way, we can actually start the episode.
I thought you were about to say food poisoning.
Now that I've killed us all, let's go ahead and talk about what we really feel. Anyway,
Master P's master plan.
so what's been going on in everybody's lives since last time?
I don't know, Sean. You keep a detailed record of everything we
do. I do keep really good stuff. I wrote. Okay, first off, this episode was supposed to be recorded last April. It's now January, so this one's a little overdue. So the notes on this episode are really old because I write my notes in
My question is, should that be a running gag of the TV show? Not the TV show, of the podcast. That we just never do anything when we're supposed to? Like, should we just keep that element?
I don't like that
Should
element.
we have people watching the Christmas episode finding out what just happened
I like how
at Easter?
In season 4, the Christmas episode's before the Easter and Halloween special. So
not just that, in 2022, when some of these come out, you're going to be talking about COVID.
yeah, like okay, I admit we're so far ahead of
The
this.
thing about that is, though, by that point, it won't get flagged on every single thing that you do on YouTube.
COVID stuff getting flagged on YouTube.
Yeah, that's why you never see anything about COVID unless it's the news.
That's shady as fuck, ain't it?
They flag it so that they can, quote unquote, give you the news about it. You know what I mean?
Well, if you just don't tag it as COVID, like, because we.
It's like if you're big enough to get monetized, it's the thing that they search for.
Okay, anyway, let's talk about some stuff. Speaking of the podcast, our Facebook is blowing up. I don't know. Let's talk about it because my thing said the last month we've gotten 79 new followers on Facebook. But our YouTube subscriptions hasn't gone up hardly at all. Like, honestly, since we were doing really good, and when we got to like the 150s, the 160s, we kind of like, what's it called when a sail ship is going and then there's no wind, they're just kind of like stuck,
stranded.
There's a word for it.
Dead in the water.
Yeah. Well, not dead in the water. No, that's not it. It's just like when there's like no wind coming. There's a better word that doesn't sound like we're fucking useless. Anyway, our YouTube numbers aren't going up, but our Facebook is randomly.
Drift.
That could be it. Yeah, I think that's it. But our Facebook is blowing up, and it's so.
I would have to say that it's the content at which, like, the stuff we put on Facebook is majorly short, and people probably just think that it's a meme channel, or they get on there.
So you think they're following us for the videos of the week?
Yeah,
that could be it.
They're just like, the irony is the one thing that actually works is the one thing.
It's not our stuff. God,
what a surprise!
Because like we were at like 40 to 50 the other day, and then now we're at like 110, almost to 120. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
It could all be because of your music.
Not music.
Booker T.
Wait, no.
Oh, you ain't talking about your
Spotify? No, our Spotify. No, damn, we're at 3 still. I think on season 1.
Oh, geez.
Damn, nobody follows my damn playlist. Anyway,
I don't even know if our followers have Spotify. No, at least 5 of them do.
Well, hold on. Do you have Spotify? No, they do not have Spotify.
Our followers do not have Spotify.
No, I don't.
Anyway, fuck. I thought that was a little weird. And here's the one reason I think it's weird. We had 2 more followers than we have likes. But every time we get... But here, all 77 have liked and followed. So the 2% more on the follows are still 2%. It's just 2 more.
But none of them have actually went to watch the YouTube videos.
Our views aren't growing either on YouTube.
Huh.
Now, granted, the Jetsons episode's still doing really well. It's at 106,000. Now, I keep getting more people shit talking us, and I keep having to bitch slap them back at it. But that's for another episode. All right.
The Jetsons episodes that's like 2% about the Jetsons.
Yeah.
Anyway. Also, I want to talk about notes. Goddamn, I wrote these so long ago. Mm-hmm. I want to talk about. You have a foot disease, correct?
Jeez.
Some kind of like foot bone disorder.
Yeah. Well,
sometimes foot gingivitis.
No, it's like kind of like a degenerative bone disease. But it's not just in my feet. But that's where it's the worst.
Cause like my feet hurt all the time, and I was like, damn.
You probably got it from me.
Oh, everything's about you, Sean. Tell us more, Bryon.
Well, I mean, it's almost like arthritis. That's what it feels like.
What does it feel like when you?
The top of your feet hurt when you walk.
Yeah.
And of course, my hands do it too. My hands. The older I get, my hands. Like sometimes I'll try to open something or hold something, and my hand won't. It'll just let go.
Well, for me, it's just like my bone feet hurt.
Oh, the bottom of your feet.
I'm pretty sure they're just tired of sleeping on your crack mattress.
They had, goddamn. Why's everything I rebought back to the crack mattress?
Yours could either be plantar fasciitis, like your mama has.
Oh God, you got 2 bad diseases in your foot area.
Or it could be a bone spur or something like that. Or it could be what's that other one? Bone spur sounds more likely, but
I
could
bet
be
you have
plantar
necrotizing fasciitis.
But I think it's only in my left foot.
Frankie's is mostly in one of her feet.
Oh, fuck. Goddamn Frankie. God, okay. Well, we solved that case.
She has to wear that special boot. Have you seen her wear a special boot?
Yeah.
Your feet are...
Keep her feet at a certain angle. Yeah.
That sounds painful.
Oh,
She says it is.
I don't know if you remember this because I wrote these notes so long ago. A while back ago, VJ came over for a couple of days. This was last year. And he left. The toilet broke again.
Just so you know, when they say it was last year, they mean it was 3 days ago, 4 days ago.
No, it was last. It was like probably last April or last.
You're talking about 2020 though, right?
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah, and it's literally 2021, but like 5 days in was what I was getting at.
Of course, we found out what the problem was.
Can I tell the...
It was like 6 months ago.
You motherfuckers, let me tell the goddamn story. Anyway. So, BJ came over almost a year ago. I'm talking about 365 days. It's almost been that.
It's January?
It was like, I don't think it was the time in April. I think it was the time before. Anyway, BJ came over. We left. The toilet broke again. And everybody, and Frankie and my dad were like, well, you and BJ had it again. But turns out we were innocent, and we have proof because the guy came and said it wasn't us.
What it was is, do you want me to explain this part, or do you remember? Okay.
I don't remember this part.
All
This
right,
part where
so
you come in.
outside where we have a septic tank, and outside where the pipe runs from the toilet underneath the house into, it goes into the backyard and empties out into the septic tank. And come to find out, the last 8 foot wasn't cast iron pipe like the rest of it. It was some kind of asphalt pipe. Swear to God, asphalt pipe. I'd never even heard of this shit. And I'm like, why would someone use an asphalt pipe, which is partly paper, if you know what asphalt is, and something that where water's going to be running through it? And so it was like mush. He could just touch it, and the damn pipe just broke into pieces.
That's gross. Did he wear a glove when he touched it?
Yeah. And so we had to take that last 10 foot of pipe and dig it up, and it was so nasty, and separate it from that other pipe, and then had to clean it. Huh?
You helped?
No, but I was out there the whole time. And
supervision.
I was out there supervision.
Do it quicker.
And anyway, then...
Need some lemonade, boys? I don't know why. I imagine he's in a crop top.
crop top, Jesus. Okay. And then...
I'm just watering my flowers.
You boys working up the sweat?
Cookies with the cell.
But, so, had to get some PVC pipe, because, you can't find cast iron pipe anymore. So they had to get another fastener that would adapt to the cast iron on one side, and on the other side the PVC pipe. And then we had to glue it and put it in and run it down all the way to the septic tank. And it worked.
Oh, good, yeah.
It worked, and he was originally told me it was going to be $450 or something like that. And then when it was time to pay him, he only charged me $225. I was like, hell,
sucker.
Yeah, he ain't a sucker.
Oh,
that's good. That's good business sense, though. Yeah, next time you have an issue like that, who you gonna call?
Well, yeah,
that guy.
Yeah, I mean, and he wasn't even like officially a plumber, but he was like the guy that come out to. I was gonna have him pump the septic tank. He lives right down the road, at the end of the road. If you're going down the end of our road before you get to Hammer, that road on the left, and the dude has like a septic tank truck out there up front.
It's like at the the stop sign on our road.
Yeah,
first house on the left.
On the one that looked like it had been burnt down at some point.
Yeah.
No.
Oh wait, no, that's the one.
That's the one after it.
That's the Asian people's house.
Yeah.
It's the one for it.
Well, anyways, I figured out next time I drive down through there. I'll look
as soon as you turn left off of Fisher, it's immediately right there.
Oh, even while you're on Fisher still, you look left, there it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he only charged me $225. That was so good.
You want to hear a funny story about this? When we were waiting for it to get fixed and all that, this was the very first time Tasia came over.
Oh, yeah.
And then, so I said, we've been waiting for a month or two to hang out because of COVID, and we're finally, it's time to hang out. Oh, the toilet's broke. And I was like, hey, can't come over. The toilet's broke. She goes, well, I don't care. I'm like, you understand?
There's no toilet.
Yeah, I was like, you do understand. If you come over...
No shower, no toilet. You couldn't run any water in there.
I was like, you understand you coming over, pooping and peeing outside. I don't care. I want to hang out with you. I was like, all right, I'll be right over. And I went and got her. And our very first date, we're peeing and pooping outside.
Damn, dude, you found the one for you. Shit.
I was like, all right. So
Yeah,
The family that craps outside together.
His pooping corner over
also
there
poops outside
Did you-
in
together.
front of my building.
yeah, I pooped. I was taking dumps right in front of that blue building outside.
I'm like, Jesus. Couldn't
Did
even
you
go
at
to the,
least clean it up?
you couldn't, no. He couldn't even go to the woods or nothing. Just,
Oh my
I didn't take
You
no.
didn't even bury it.
I didn't take no Sean bags out there. Clean my poop bags.
You could have pooped into the bag. It would have been done.
I
did
didn't think about
you
it.
take toilet paper with you because you couldn't shower?
God.
I don't know. I might brought bottled water. Anyway,
Bottled water. Oh my God. The point where we just insert this.
I don't can't wash his hands afterwards.
Insert and
How did you
squeeze.
guys not catch a plague?
He's just got
Anyway.
enema that shit.
anyway,
He can't. There was no one to wash his hands in the house.
anyway.
Ugh.
Well, he could have washed his hands at our sink in the kitchen, but because all the water went off, just all the water in his bathroom. But still.
I think I did. I think the water worked because I remember showering after all this. Because I remember one time, I don't think I got a poop out, and then when I got in the house, I saw poop on the floor. I was like, "Oh, that's my poop." Anyway, I think because I remember
Why? No, clarify.
Why do you mean there was poop in the floor?
the kitchen, and then
No,
Oh, no. Why was there poop in my kitchen?
No, explain
Okay.
in full detail
I
because
can't-
you know what happened. So don't try to lie about it.
Did you have your pants down running through the kitchen
No,
trying to go outside? I mean,
no.
Did you shimmy it down the back of your pants leg?
no, I made it, and I guess there might have been a little bit left
Oh,
on my
Jesus.
way in, and you know, I felt bad about that. I didn't tell anybody. Well, I felt bad about it, and I did. That shower worked because I remember using it right after.
You just.
It wasn't my proudest moment. God damn it! But
Oh man.
anyway, these were some old notes.
All right.
Hey,
Poor listener. I'm so sorry.
okay.
Maybe this is why we haven't gotten any new subscriptions.
Did VJ say what he's been up to?
What have you been up to?
I was hoping you had it in your notes.
Well, okay. Here's what he's been up to. Normal. Our last couple of episodes were on Zoom. He's back in Knoxville. Why are you back in Knoxville? Tell everybody.
So I randomly visited to see my families on Christmas. After Christmas, obviously, because I had COVID on Christmas.
Yeah.
So that sucked. But, yeah, I wanted to see my fams. It was weird because Leslie was going to do Christmas with the girls at our place.
Yeah.
Like her lady friends. And they all came over. And she also did Lindsay's birthday at the same time.
As COVID? As she's in quarantine?
No. This was yesterday.
Oh, okay, yesterday. Okay.
And I was like, well, I don't want to be there for that. I was like, and I think I just messaged everybody and I was like, I'm coming down Sunday.
Yeah, I got text randomly the other day. It's like, hey, I might be coming down Sunday, Monday. Like,
Yeah. And then
Okay.
I just rented a car and came down. It's funny too because when I said it, I was gonna ride with my mom and sister, but I think they lied. Get out of having to come pick me up, even though they already said they'd come pick me up because they said they had they were waiting on test results for their COVID, and then magically when I got there, they had got their test results back and they had all come back negative.
Sounds shady, don't it?
I was like, you motherfuckers
What'd you-
cost me $150.
Did you have a good time?
Visiting them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was alright. It was. I got some gifts. I got them some gifts. Enjoyed each other's company. Listened to my mom talk about Trump a lot.
Oh.
It was awkward a little bit, but it was okay.
How's your...
She was telling me how brainwashed I've been.
Let's
the
hold
liberal
on.
media.
Hold on. We don't want to talk about politics on the show. We don't want to talk about politics on the show, so she's a Trump fan. We're going to leave it there.
And yeah, so
Okay.
it was awkward and fun at the same time. Interesting, and they forced me to play Among Us with them.
Did you tell them about all my misadventures and how I had to delete the app?
I told them how it wasn't like it's not fun without people. They're
Yeah.
like, we got people here to play, and I was like, I don't want to play, but
It's fun when me and you played it, but
it was.
What?
But I ended up playing with them.
it's a video. It's a little, it's a game on your phone. It actually comes to the Switch, but there's like 8 little spaceman, and one of them's eight to 10. There's like one of them's a serial killer, and you run around and then like trying to figure out who's killing the other people
before they kill everyone, or enough people to win the game.
I explained it, I think, in detail like an episode ago of why I had to delete the game. It's sport. I hate playing it by yourself, and there's a bunch of kids on it. Anyway, you can go back and listen to that episode if you want to see why I had to delete Among Us.
But yeah, so played that with them. We went and got some cookout. And
every time we do an episode, you talk about getting cookout.
I like cookout. Cookout's a good place to eat food.
Yeah,
I like their chili cheese fries and their chili cheese dogs.
I had to get more cookout. Milkshakes?
Milkshakes, yes.
Depends on which one I get.
Yeah.
I like their banana one and their banana pudding one and their peanut butter one.
Yeah. We have a double chocolate one.
I'm not a chocolate fan.
Mm-hmm.
I love peanut butter. Remember, I'm the peanut butter guy.
I love both.
They call me Mr. Peanut Butter.
All right. Let's move on to the next segment. Video of the week.
Video of the week.
Now, this is the Bryon special, so what video did you pick?
I picked Lupo the Butcher.
All right. Now, as soon as you pulled this up, I knew exactly what this was. It's made by Danny Anaducci or Anatucci.
Something like that, yeah.
He is, pretty sure he's the guy who made it, Ed and Eddie. It's about a butcher who is really bad at the job. What made you pick this video?
Really angry, too.
You know what it was is in 1987 I remember watching it.
Yeah.
When on Showtime. It came on after Bizarre. And I just thought it was the funniest shit back then.
Jesus. TV must have sucked.
I imagine in the 80s, you know.
In the 80s we had never seen nothing like that.
Yeah.
You know, and I just thought that was hilarious. And when I watched it this time I was like, it's still kind of funny, but it wasn't as funny as it was back then. And that's the first time I'd watched it since then.
Yeah. Well, what made you remember that?
What made me remember? I don't know. I remembered it.
It's probably subconsciously Jeff Dunham.
No, I remembered it while we were watching the show, the other video of the week that you had, the grandpa one. I remembered it then.
Oh, yeah. We were going to do a different video of the week. He goes, I don't like it. And it's the Bryon special, and I want to watch this. So this is what we're going
Oh,
with.
good. So we don't have to watch that other one.
We already
watched it. The grandpa one.
Oh, I mean, I know you guys put it on the TV, but
You paid no attention to it because you were on your phone the whole time.
Yeah.
I was looking up Lupo the Butcher while that one was going.
Anyway, yeah. So it's a little old, not old, but it's an 87 cartoon of a bad butcher.
Yeah, it's just a short. It was only like 3 minutes long.
Yeah, and if you want to check it out, go to our Facebook page. Our Booming Facebook page. We're at 117 right now. Time this air will probably be at like 800, hopefully. Yeah. And check that out.
Fails?
Yeah, all else fails. Our fucking Facebook's doing good. So go follow us on Facebook at Two Guys in the Dark. Also, all the videos of the week are on our YouTube page. You can watch them there too. They're all in order now, and you can check them out there. And we have a whole playlist just of videos of the week. Check that out on our YouTube channel, Cool Kids with Asthma.
For viewers like you.
That's right.
What did you think of the video of the week, BJ?
Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed it. You know, it's at a day and age where a video of the week can literally be the most, the worst part of your day.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God!
It is nice to have something refreshing.
And this is something that was, of course, made before either of you all.
Yeah, no, it's good.
But
9 years for
we
me
did
more.
talk about, after the video, we talked about one of the lines he kept repeating
Was
in the...
I kill you.
Yeah, he was like, was it, fuck you, I kill you.
Yeah, fuck you, I kill you.
And how close it sounds to
Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham, that's his name.
With Ahmed,
The terrorist.
the terrorist, yeah.
The dead terrorist.
Where he
something like
says,
that.
I kill you.
Silence,
I
I
mean, it
kill
sounded
you.
exactly the same, that part. Did it not?
It did. And Bryon was like, I think somebody stole somebody's joke.
Yeah.
Oh,
I could definitely see it.
Well, move on. We actually have a sponsor this week, so let's talk about our sponsor.
Ooh.
Our sponsor is FrenchStewardIsTheBest.com. Now, this is the world's biggest the world's 4th biggest French Stewart fan site. You get all his t-shirts, his bobbleheads, and all kinds of goodies. Use promo code 2guys for a 70% discount on FrenchStewartIsTheBest.com. That is the 4th biggest French Stewart fan site out there.
And let
So
me
check
just
that
say
out.
this as somebody who recently bought clothes and memorabilia and such. 70% is, at this point, you're basically getting it for free.
You're
So just-
fucking mugging them.
Yeah.
So go do it.
You're
Mug
holding them at gunpoint and or knife point.
And if you also add in promo bitch when you do it, you get an extra 5%.
So that's 75%. You're basically only paying for 25% of a product and getting the full product.
That's
So, total rapage going on right there.
Okay.
Yep, might cut that out.
Of
But
the site. of the site.
if you want to sponsor the show, you can do that. Email us at 2guysinthedark@gmail.com and you could sponsor us. We'll sponsor anything.
It's good to know where we draw the line.
Our next segment, comments on dating sites. Now, this is how long ago I wrote this. Was because
He was still on a dating site.
I was still on dating sites when I wrote this goddamn notes. All right. This girl messaged me. She said, "I'm a real fucking girl," and sent a link with it to a shady-ass website.
Oh my god.
And then I just replied, "Yeah, I'm a real fucking boy. Nothing suspicious here." So, that's kind of weird shit to do on dating sites.
Yeah.
That's that segment.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what else we got. Okay, got these two here. I'm gonna go ahead and do my segments before we do any of yours.
Okay.
This next segment is a pretty new segment. We've only done 2 or 3. This is called Tales of Stand Up. This is where we chronicle my tales into the world of stand up. This one I'm very proud to talk about. This place is called Union Place Bar and Grill. I did a class. I talked about how I'm a student of a comedian, Alex Stokes, and he had like a bunch of. We did 4 shows in his class. He had a bonus show for all of his students, previous and present. And I said, "Hey, fuck it, I want to do it." And but I remember the day of, I was at work. I was on my lunch break, and I was very depressed because at that point all my shows hadn't really gone that well. And at this point, I wasn't looking forward to doing stand up. I was like, man, I'm not that good. I knew it wasn't the jokes. I knew it was me, because I knew the biggest hurdle I was going to face in stand up the biggest obstacle was going to be me.
Mm-hmm.
And getting out of my shell and shit. So I was like, man, I'm not enjoying it. I was like, you know what? If this doesn't go well, I think I'm going to quit here. But I get there. I got really pissed because it was really hard to find the place because the GPS was acting all kinds of retarded. We finally get there, heart stressed out, get there, sit down. Me and Tasia sit down. We get some food. We eat. No, we haven't seen anybody because I get there so fucking early that we're always the first ones there.
Yeah.
Finally, people start showing up. My teacher's like, "Hey, this is a 3-hour show," because he just got signed with a promotion company who's usually used to booking bands.
Yeah.
So they booked him for 3 hours. He goes, "I'm a stand-up comedian. We don't do 3 hours."
Yeah.
So he is getting every comedian he knows to join that night. He goes, "Okay, I'm probably going to have the open mic hour first. I'm going to be the second hour, and my students are going to be the last hour." He goes, "You guys cool with that?" "Yeah, no problem." He runs off, comes back. "Change of plans. You guys are going to be the first hour. Sean, you're going first." And every time I've performed at this point, I've always gone first.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, all right, fuck it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So I get called first. And here, I'm nervous. I'm a dirty comedian.
Yeah.
There ain't no if and ands. I'm a dirty comedian.
Right.
There's a baby at the table next to me. I'm like, God damn it. So he gets up there. He goes, "Hey, guys, we're about to do some stand-up comedy. Warning you, this is rated R. So they can say whatever they want." I'm like, it's on them now. But as soon as they said that, the baby and them got out of there, I'm like, thank God. And I go up there.
Because that baby was going to remember everything you said
Yeah.
and take it to the fucking world and be like, "You won't believe what this guy says in front of babies."
The baby looks at his mom's like, "We have job."
What?
How old do you think? Was it a baby?
Baby, yeah, baby. Baby, like 1 or under.
Funny, that was his first word.
Honestly, I would die.
So-
She just gets done wiping the poopy with one of those little baby wipes, and he's just like, "Yay, mommy! Now whip job."
So the baby's gone, and I'm getting caught. I'm the first comedian to go. I have this first time I've done this. I took a note card up there, a little like index card, and I had the list, my joke list. So like one word, and I memorized that whole bit from that one word.
Yeah.
So I take it up there, and I go up there, and I fucking kill. I shatter it.
Uh-huh.
I destroyed up there. I go back, and I'm like, what the fuck? And this is the first time I've gotten like, oh fuck, maybe this is it. And not every time after that, but most of the time after that, I've done really well since then. And I think this is the one I was like, it was make it or break it for me. This is, I'm quitting or it's going to work out. And it worked out.
Uh-huh.
And after the show, I'm talking to my teacher for like 30 minutes. And this guy comes up and hugs me and goes, man, you were the fucking best out there. You were fucking great. You were awesome. And I was like, he hugged me. I was like, COVID motherfucker. And so I didn't say that. I said, thank you. And my teacher's like, there you go. See? There you go. And then he said, don't say pussy. Because I said pussy like 7 times in the set. And he goes, you gotta stop saying pussy.
Yeah, I mean, like, in his defense, it's one of those words you just don't like to hear.
He goes, sometimes some people it ruins it for them. He goes, but once you're at like a Kevin Hart or a Jerry Seinfeld level, you can say where the fuck you want because they know who you are. They're here to see you. But at our level, you can't just don't. He goes, I was like, I did next time I said pussy 2, I cut it down to 2. He goes, you gotta stop. And then I cut it out completely. But,
what you've been saying instead, lady bit?
Vagina. But this, I just, honestly, I was coming in dreading it. But I think this is the one that's like, alright, I'm in. This is what we're going to be doing. So, this is Union Place Bar and Grill. This is for a future Sean, so I can remember the place because I'll probably forget. This is a dumb name of a bar. Anyway, let's move on to the next segment.
Alright, what's your next segment?
This is a brand new segment. We've only done it 3 times. This is the 4th time we've done this. Story time! With VJ and Sean. This is a brand new segment.
And Bryon. We're not adding Bryon in?
We're going to add Bryon into this one.
Okay.
So we're each going to get 2 bits. So this is, I start off a story, and then one person will tell what happens next to the story, and then we'll go a complete loop. We're going to do 2 loops around on the story. So here's the beginning of the story. The military's top strategist dies. So, the military, they decide who they're going to choose next to be in charge by how many Sid Meier hours was played in the video game Sid Meier Civilization. Turns out, Bryon Deals holds place number 1. Who's starting this?
I'll start it.
Okay.
Little did Bryon know he had a lot of competition from an up-and-comer who was holding place number 2, VJ Willingham. The military, in their drought of strategists, decide to hire the both of them. And at this point, they're competing to see who's the best strategist. Who's go next?
I'll go next. Little did Sean know he had little to do with the story. He has 0 minutes played in this game. So for the rest of this story, he'll play in Banjo-Kazooie and has no idea what's going on for the rest of the episode. Alright, you're up next.
Everything's about Sharon. No, I'm just kidding.
Do I need to switch it over to Banjo-Kazooie now?
No, I'm just saying, I'm out of the story.
Okay.
I don't matter in the story. It has nothing to do with me.
Since Sean didn't matter in the story, VJ said, I'm going to take the number 1 spot from you. And Bryon said, no, you will not. You have not logged on as many hours as I have. And little did VJ know also, Bryon had taken the screws out of the bottom of VJ's chair. And then it happened as VJ sat back, as Bryon knew he would, in the chair, take over.
Snap! Boom! Crack! VJ falls out of the chair, landing on a little baby turtle. Why it was there, no one knows. Top secret security military base. Somehow a turtle got in. Luckily, though, as they pick up the turtle and try to nurse it back to health, they find out there is a listening device inside of the turtle shell. It was a spy. Oh, see? I knew it all along, VJ said. You might have more... Popping his knuckles. You might have more Sid Meier hours than me, Bryon, but you have a shorter life expectancy. VJ then shuffles off to the bathroom to clean his drawers.
My turn. After VJ has returned from his drawer cleaning, they were prepared to continue this war, and then they heard a loud rumbling outside. They run to the windows, and then that's when they saw it. Santa has sent one of his minions. The evil Nutcracker army is charging down the driveway. Bryon and VJ looked at each other and said, "We must work together." And then they did that cool anime hand thing where it's a team up. They know it's a team up. And then some cool music starts playing, and they start building things. And soon they had an army of those little Cthulhu guys from Sid Meier, and plus a turtle.
Cthulhu.
What?
Not Cthulhu. Cthulhu, the little naked Indian boys with spears. What are they called? The pygmies?
The pygmies, yeah.
Yeah, they had a little wooden army of pygmies that moved somehow. I guess they're had little gears in them. And a turtle. And Bryon said, "This is it, VJ. This is the war we've been waiting on. Or we're going to stand in the back and point fingers where they're going to go." Alright, your turn. This is to wrap the story up.
Is it?
All the weight lies on you, Bryon.
And VJ says, "I know this is probably not the way you wanted to go with, the worst warriors in the entire game of Sid Meier's, but let's...
Well,
if we can defeat enough of them, they'll upgrade."
Alright, and so, holy shit. Let's see, how do I work with that?
You got a turtle. Let's not forget the turtle.
Oh, and I have the turtle.
Superhero team up, turtle, warriors versus nutcrackers, Santa, you and me.
Well, Santa's not there. It's just
He just sent it on.
Oh, just as nutcrackers. Okay. Well, so VJ looked at Bryon. Bryon looked back, and he said, "Let's send the army out, and then we'll go to Plan B." So the little pygmy, wooden pygmy, barbarians, which is what they're called, charge out at the nutcrackers, and VJ goes to get Plan B, and I go to get Plan C, and we come back and meet on each side of the army with flamethrowers.
Oh, shit.
And I say, "On your mark, get set," and VJ says, "Go."
What's the turtle doing?
The turtle's right in the middle of them.
Uh-oh.
Turtles watching.
So we start flaming, and everything's made of wood, so everything's going to go up. Everything burns to a cinder. Both armies get destroyed, and we have turtle soup. The end.
Ooh.
Damn. So what's this story called? Fuck turtles? What's we calling the episode?
Poor Felipe.
What are we calling this episode?
Felipe the Fifth.
Well, we didn't mention the name of the turtle.
It's a turtle. It's always going to be named Felipe.
Well, let's try to think of something else.
Okay, we'll name this episode Turtle Soup.
Turtle Soup.
Turtle soup.
Turtle Soup. Okay. That was episode 4, Turtle Soup, of Story Time with VJ and Sean. And Bryon. Okay.
You guys ever get the randomest song stuck in your head from you remember from back in the day or something?
What song you got stuck in there?
Naked Mole Rat from the Disney Channel, Kim Possible.
Somebody's just dancing?
It's just something like something to Nick and Morad. I don't remember exactly what it says. I just remember the Nick and Morad.
I have to look that up after this. Okay. You guys ready for the next segment?
Yeah, what's the next segment?
This one's called The Ghosted Files.
Okay.
Do, 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 do.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Do, 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 do.
Is that how it goes? Because I don't...
Yeah, you gotta rewatch the X-Files. It sounds exactly.
Oh, exactly.
His timing is always off.
Okay, here we go. Ghosted Files. This week, we're talking about Becca 2.
Wait, there's another Becca?
Yeah. It's a dick move. I call her Becca 2. It was even in my phone as Becca 2.
No, what's bad is that you had a Mary 1 and then a Mary 2 whose name was Becca, and then you had a Becca 2 who I'm assuming was like the watered down version of this ginger ale that you have been drinking. This off-brand ginger ale that you...
Okay, so I remember online dating, I actually looked at her profile and said, no thank you. And then she ended up messaging me anyways, and I was like, yeah, whatever. So we go on a date. I take her to go see the last
Jedi?
Star Wars. What was the last one? Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
Went to go see Rise of Skywalker, took her out some Chinese food. She was boring. All she wants to talk about is her job at KFC. I'm like, bitch, I don't give no fucks about KFC. And then, like, it's just a date. I drop her off at her suburb. She didn't want to tell me where she lived. So she was dropping me off in this neighborhood.
That's shady.
I live here. I can walk the rest of the way. I'm like, you sure? Yeah. I'm like, all right, what the fuck ever, get out. And then
that is shady.
I drive.
Maybe she just didn't want you to know where she lived, I'm sure, but...
I don't know. I drive away, and she like would periodically text me to complain about her job at KFC.
How old was she?
She younger than me, maybe. I don't know.
I'm assuming she may have been like under 18, and
no, what?
You were dropping her off at her parents' house, and she didn't want them to know she went out with some boy.
Possible. I don't know how old you have to be to work at KFC.
16?
No, she wasn't. No, 16. If she's 16, she's a crack at it. Anyway.
Wow.
She's
bad at it. She can't 16 right.
I don't know. I was like, bitch is boring. Talk about her KFC problems. And she texts me periodically, and eventually I guess she got the hint because I'd be like, well, that sucks. And it just never worked. It wasn't going to work. It wasn't happening. She was nice, but I don't get too focused about your KFC problems. And that's
okay. So what you're
let
saying
me ask
is
you
the
this.
chicken wasn't so nice that you fried it twice.
So did she look what you thought she'd look like?
Yeah, she wasn't great in the picture either. At least I knew.
You knew ahead of time.
And I was like, well, I don't know. And she's boring. She worked at my least favorite restaurant in the world, KFC. I was like, damn, ain't nothing right with you.
Did she smell like chicken?
No.
Okay.
I mean, she liked Star Wars. That was kind of okay. But that was about it. And I was like, man, this ain't gonna work. So that was the story of Becca 2. The short-lived story of Becca 2.
All right. We got another segment?
Yeah.
About 500 more.
Shut up.
He ain't gonna run out anytime soon.
For the Bryon specials, don't have a lot of Bryon in it.
Well, I'm getting the Sean stuff out.
Oh, okay.
And you can do yours.
Okay.
So first off, we're gonna play the match game. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
That's the Price is Right, by the way.
Do 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 do. All right. Usually the winner gets the automatic answered question right on the Capcom Quiz Show. However, I didn't make one this week because you made one. So, this week could be plain for me.
Okay.
So, if he wins, I get an automatic answer on the Bryon Quiz Show.
Okay.
But if VJ wins, he gets his. He already gets his.
Alright.
Alright, so you are the guest, so you get to choose. Do you want A or B?
I would like to have A for asshole.
Alright. I'm going to tell you a story,
Alright.
and there's going to be a blank in it, and you got to tell me what people chose. I've actually asked friends and family to choose what would go in the blank. You got to tell me what most people said here. Okay. This is A. The snake charmer said, something is very wrong here. My snake is being absolutely still, and my blank is rising. What did people say was blank? I'll repeat it again, give you some time to think. The snake charmer said, something is very wrong here. My snake is being absolutely still, and my blank is rising.
His pecker is rising.
His penis, his pecker?
Yes.
That took you way too long to think of.
3 people said that answer. There was 2 other answers given. One was python, and the other was pizza dough.
Well,
And-
I was trying to... Hey, okay.
yeah.
In my head, I was like, it's either penis or balls.
I was thinking balls too at first, and I thought...
That's the first thing that popped in my head.
But then I thought,
My
no.
balls are rising. Oh, weird.
That's what I thought too, and then I changed it. That's what took so long. I was trying to say, well, do I say that? Because I don't know if that would make more... No, the other one makes more sense.
All right, BJ, that means you got B. Betty Lou...
Wait. B is for butthole.
Yes. Speaking of buttholes, that's what B's about. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Betty Lou says, this coronavirus is a pain in my butt. I can't use toilet paper anymore. I have to use my blank.
Hand.
One person said hand. 2 people said finger. And then one person said rug.
Rug?
Yeah. That means Bryon is the winner.
Well, in my defense,
Yeah.
there was never a chance for me to get a higher score than that.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess a whole lot of people. That other one was kind of like a one-sided.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
Doesn't matter. It's all good.
let's see. Do you want to go ahead and do the Bryon quiz show?
I mean, we can.
Okay. Which means I get automatic. Now, yeah, they had a 50-50 choice of getting which one. I'll let him choose since he's the guest. So he could have chose B. Wasn't no favoritism on that. Just get that out there. Okay.
Now, are we ready? What's the winner get?
I don't know. I thought you had a prize.
You're the quiz show host.
If I had a prize, I lost it. I don't know what it is. Got some used underwear. No, wait.
What?
Perfect.
This is what I need for my collections.
You go into my house and I open up like this bat cave area, and it's just all Bryan's used underwear, just in these little trophy cases with their own special lights. And I go down to the very end, the very last hole, and I place it. And I'm like, finally, my collection is complete. And then I push a button, and a vent opens up behind them all, and it just starts spraying the smell of Bryan's underwear in the room. And I just sit down in a rocking chair, and I'm going.
Oh, shit. Oh my God! I don't. If I had a prize, I forgot what it was because it's been so goddamn long.
Yeah. The episode was supposed to be recorded like 8 months ago
Yeah.
or longer.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I had a prize too, but
Is it the heart power drill set?
what about a can of Pringles?
There we go. That'll be the winner prize.
Go get the prize.
We got the prize.
Here's the prize.
Pringles Pizza.
I do like me some Peter Pringles.
Okay.
I hope you know whether or not you win this, I'm eating your
I know.
Pringles.
I know.
5 questions.
5.
Ain't there supposed to be 5?
6.
6.
Well, I guess there's 5 this week.
Well, we will do.
That's fine. It means that there can't be a tie.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Unless we both get 2 right and miss one. But anyway.
Oh, but what if we both get 2 right and you use your cheat code?
I'll come out with. Oh, that's right. When does he get to use it?
I get to use it any round unless he answers it, then it's right.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's before he answers, I can use it.
All right. Now I know you're gonna be surprised, but this one is about the game Skyrim.
Alright.
In the game of Skyrim, who is the first Dragonborn?
Dovahkiin. The Red Eric the Red.
Eric the Red is an actual person.
Oh hell, I ain't good at names on this game.
I don't remember their names.
Cicero.
No.
That's all. When I think of actual names I know in the game, I was like, I know.
I remember them talking about him.
If you don't know it, you could use your thing right now.
I remember them talking about him, but I don't remember what his name was.
I might as well just use my cheat here.
I was going to say, since he's going to use his cheat anyways, I was going to say the very first king that they had mentioned in the game, but I don't remember what they said his name was. Because he was able to unite everybody.
I think wasn't he the one who got executed with Dovahkiin?
No.
Okay, then
he wasn't the first. No.
One of the Greybeards, was it?
No.
Tell us.
Well, actually, yeah, it was. It was like a Jorgen Windcaller. Do you remember at one point during the game, because he's the one that Kennereth, the Daedric Lord, bestowed the power of the Dragonborn onto Jorgen Windcaller. And during the Greybeard's story, you have to go find the horn of Jorgen Windcaller. And when you get to the end, you find out somebody stole it and just left you a note there. Mm-hmm. And it was Delphine. And you have to go to that little place in Riverwood, and she gives it back to you.
Yeah.
The fact you can remember all this.
Well, he's beaten the game like 8 times or more.
Has he platinumed it, though?
Yeah, platinumed it.
Jesus Christ.
Both
got platinums on it?
Yeah, I got platinum on it.
You got too much free time.
I have my Mr. Tinkle's game has 200 plus hours.
You said that like you wore it like a badge of honor.
Well, I mean,
I wasted 200 hours of my life.
Here's how I look at it. I could be doing cocaine, but I'm playing Skyrim. Anyway.
You could be doing both, though.
This goes with our theme of one of the movies we watched.
Okay.
In the movie Yellowbeard, who or what actor plays Gilbert?
Fuck me up the ass. Cheech Marin.
No.
I was thinking the actors I actually know in the movie. The dad from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Peter Boyle? No. He played Mr. Moon. And Cheech was, I forgot his name, but he was, no, it was some Spanish name.
I don't know.
So was Chong's.
I ain't gonna know it.
He was also in Young Frankenstein.
I mean, I don't know his name, but I think I know who you're talking about. But I can't think of anything else I've ever seen him in. I mean, like, I could... When I saw him, I was like, oh, I've seen him in things before. Okay. And then I looked it up.
So it doesn't help that you know he played Igor in Young Frankenstein.
No.
Okay. Marty Feldman.
I would have never... If we had 100 years, I would have thought that.
All right. What actor from The Walking Dead also portrayed Russian serial killer Andrei Chikatilo in Citizen X?
God damn it. Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Norman Reedus?
No. Has anyone seen Citizen X?
No. I've never even heard of it.
Nope.
The movie's about an 8-year killing spree. This guy went around. It's a true story too.
Cool.
This guy went around killing. He was a Russian. Killed 52 people. Murdered them. Had sex with them. Killed them. Like children, adults.
Well, that's cool now.
Everything he could get his hand on. Yes.
Is it a very twisted tale and it's Stephen Young?
No.
There's no fucking way, but I'm gonna guess Andrew Lincoln.
No.
Whatever the fuck his name was. John Brenthal.
No.
We're just naming them all at this point.
Yeah, anybody any names I can remember? Michael Cutlass.
No.
Michael Chiklis. No,
yeah, that's his name.
Michael Chiklis wasn't in it, but no.
It was just a joke.
Okay.
I
I thought this one might stump y'all because I don't know if y'all have seen. I obviously haven't seen Citizen
I don't
X.
know who is it. Who is it? We don't know.
So another one nobody knows. It was Jeffrey DeMunn.
Oh, okay.
You know who I am talking about?
Talking about Dale, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about Dale. That's right.
I figured it was Dale, but I was like, I don't know his fucking name.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
take him as a serial killing.
All right, what's next? Score's
All right.
1-0. And the only reason I got the 1 is because they used to.
All right.
This is way harder than the VJ quiz show.
Now, it's going to have to be the first one that hits this because you probably know it. Okay? Name all 6 Infinity Stones. Now, if you get one wrong, he can jump right on it.
Time Stone, Reality Stone, the
Is he timed?
Power,
All right, that's 3.
Soul,
4.
What were they?
VJ, you bet you need to get this one because you ain't got a single one right
I
yet.
won't win if I can't get it. Space Stone
That is exactly right. One more.
and the
If Sean knows it and you can't get it,
Mind.
yeah, he got it.
You got all 6?
He got all 6.
Biatch! Tag game, motherfucker!
What question we on?
That's number 4. You are tied.
Okay.
One
last
apiece.
one.
Last
What are the
question.
odds of us getting this one?
I don't
Tag
know.
game,
I don't know.
motherfucker, forever.
It's a quote, and you got to figure out who said it.
Okay.
Ready? I'd kill for anything. I'd kill to silence a grating voice, to darken the light in the eyes that dared look at me.
Bill Cosby.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ted Bundy.
No.
Ted Bundy won the 6.
I can say it again.
Yeah, say it again.
I'd kill.
Charlie Manson.
Jesus fucking Christ. Can I say it?
Yeah.
I'd kill for anything. I'd kill to silence a grating voice, to darken the light in the eyes that dared look at me. Who said it?
BTK killer.
Nope. How many guesses have you had?
John Wayne Gacy.
2 or 3.
No.
What?
Because you've had about 3 apiece.
Ed Gein.
Okay. Now that you've all had 3 or 4 guesses, yeah, you get one more guess, and then I'm going to give you a hint.
Okay, one more guess. Fuck, there's a guy I'm thinking of. H.H. Holmes.
No. Ready for your hint?
Yeah.
This is a real person.
Well, we've been guessing real people.
This isn't a real
This
person.
isn't a real person.
No. This is a fictional person.
Yes. Chewbacca. That's what he's really saying.
That's what he's really saying. Okay.
The Governor.
Nope.
From Walking Dead, I will remember that.
I know, I was just guessing names at this point.
I can give you one more hint.
One more hint, we need it.
It's in a comic book, not a movie.
Joker.
No.
Victor Zsasz.
No.
Fuck. Carnage.
Are you hitting the table?
Carnage.
No. Remember, you got to hit the table. Make your guess.
Fuck, a comic book? God damn.
Say the line one more time.
Okay. One more time. I'd kill for anything. I'd kill to silence a grating voice, to darken the light. Wait a minute, the light in the eyes that dared look at me.
Thanos?
No.
VJ, go Squirrel Girl.
Schoolgirl.
I feel like I've heard this now that you said it was in a comic book. Is the crazy thing. Like, I feel like I've read this.
That's too gangster to be Lex Luthor. I don't think he's that psychotic. He's more greed than psychotic.
Put your hands up here because you're going to get another hint.
Okay. Damn, he's up here,
up here.
motherfucker. Damn,
What
he's,
did you-
he's riding the dick to the table. All right.
This person has been in Lights Out Theater. Good hint, wasn't it? He gets his one guess, then you get to try.
How long does he get to guess?
Shut the fuck up. You're ruining my thought process. They've been in Lights Out Theater. Now I just gotta figure out who it was.
Me, I was in Lights Out.
Bane.
He got it.
Yes!
Like,
What comic book did he say that in?
probably his origin.
It was Vengeance of Bane.
Okay. I think that I've heard that reference or that quote because I've been listening to a lot of Comics Explained. And
God
Jesus
damn.
Christ, George.
Damn it, George.
Comics Explained, and he literally just goes through every comic book, like, and just reads you, like, not doesn't read them to you, but like he
Did
tells
you know who
the
it
whole
was
story.
after I said Lights Out
I
Theater?
knew immediately then. I was like, well, because I've just listened to all of them. I was like, it got to be Bane because it ain't Cobra.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it ain't gonna be Cobra, and I was like, it ain't him. It's gotta be Bane.
And it's my
But I wanted to cover all
my favorite comic book
Yes,
character. I
yes.
mean,
But I also had to make sure, like, I had to make sure that there was no other options. So I had to narrow it down. But here's the thing. Here's what I need everyone, other fans, to really understand. 1-0, baby, versus Sean.
What?
Sean hasn't beat me in a quiz show. Uh-oh. God damn it.
what's the next segment?
I was close. All right, now, did you do a Wheel of Topics?
Yeah, I did.
So did I. We're going to do my Wheel of Topics first.
Well, fuck you guys. I want to do one now.
It's time for the Sean Wheel of Topics.
For every one of my Wheel of Topics, we get a brownie.
How many topics are on there? Because I did 6.
I did 6. All right, here's my Wheel of Topics. Now, of course, VJ gets to choose. All right. Here are your topics. The Dark Cloud series. Book a Bryon comic book. Bryon's origin story. Book a Dark Cloud movie. Bryon's top 5 video games. And King Kong vs. Batman and Robin.
Let's do Brian's top 5 video games. I'm going to guess number 1 is Civilization Revolution.
I want to guess all 5. Okay. Okay.
Wait, okay. Civilization Revolution, Skyrim, Lego. No, is that not on it? Okay. Bard's Tale. Is that not on it?
No.
I guess,
Nope.
gonna guess, Batman.
No.
That's not on it.
Okay, let me just tell you. Skyrim, Sid Meier's. Probably put Risk, PS1,
What about Oblivion? He
Dark
plays that one all the
Cloud.
time, too.
maybe. Those 4. And,
It's one you hate.
one I hate. I already said Sid Meier's.
It's another one you hate.
Then.
I don't know what the 5th one would be. The only other one I could think of is Tomba, but if I hate it, then it's...
It's not Tomba. Tomba is in my top 10, though.
Okay, so what's your top 5? Did I get 4 out of 5?
You did.
Alright.
Skyrim.
Yeah, so is that what number Skyrim?
Probably like number 1.
Number 1
That's one of
Skyrim?
my favorite games, yeah.
Alright, so number 1, you posted it back. You did it back.
Oh, okay, well, alright. Number 5 would probably be... well, okay, number 5 is going to be a toss-up between Oblivion
Uh-huh.
and Sid Meier's.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
So
imagine
both-
that getting that far down the list.
So both of those tied for 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's number 4?
Number 4 was... Oh, number 4 was well, there's like 4 games, and they're all my number 4, and they're
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate,
I don't hate Baldur's Gate, by the way. I was actually listening to the soundtrack for them.
Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and I love those EverQuest. I love those. There's Champions of Norath, and
I love Champions of Norath.
Yeah, and then Champions of Norath Return to Arms. Love
the second one. Oh,
yes,
that one was fucking phenomenal.
I know. Okay, then number
3.
It's been a minute since we played Champions of Norath.
I know.
I remember we started a quest together.
Damn, I don't know, but 3 was. Wait, what did you say again?
Risk
Was probably Risk.
Really over Sid Meier's?
I love the Risk
PS1?
with PS1 Risk. I love it. The one that Black Takes Australia. I love that.
The Sean Connery sound the motherfucker.
Yes, I love that one. But I also like Sid Meier's one too. But number 2 has to be Dark Cloud.
Wow, and Skyrim number 1.
Skyrim number 1. And remember when I used to play Oblivion all the time, and you were like, "You should play Skyrim." I was like, "Nah."
You shit yourself. You play Skyrim. Like, no, you told me shit, bro. I was like, all right, you play Skyrim, and you haven't went back.
I ain't went back. I ain't played Oblivion since
Fuck
I started
Oblivion.
Skyrim.
That's a lie. Last time I was here, you were playing Oblivion. I was like, "Why does that look like Skyrim?" You're like, "It's not Skyrim. It's Oblivion."
Actually,
it was an older version. I was like, "This looks like Skyrim, but with bad graphics."
I heard they're remaking Oblivion on the Skyrim engine.
They are.
Good.
They are.
That would probably take the game to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't mean it was a lie. I just meant like it might have been an exaggeration.
My only problem with Oblivion was to level up, you had to do shit over and over and over and over, and also the level up thing I didn't like as good. Like some weapons you couldn't, like if you got it at level 1, it was shit compared to if you got it at level 50.
My experience with Oblivion, and I didn't get that far into it before I started playing Skyrim, because in my opinion, Oblivion was more difficult than Skyrim.
Oh, it was more difficult than Skyrim.
But I remember, I don't know if it was the storyline that took you this way, or what.
Less
than
than
an hour into the game.
you couldn't kill the fucking guards to save your life. If you got hit if a guard come after you, you better fucking run because they would kill your ass.
Well, I was about to say, I remember I was less than an hour in the game and it already had sent me into a portal into hell, and I was like, what the fuck? And everything in there was 6 times stronger than me.
Yeah. And
even the little demons that were coming up, you couldn't kill them. I was like, this is fucking
some of the things I liked, like the Thieves Guild quest was awesome because when you won, you got to become the head of the Thieves Guild, just like you did in Skyrim, but you got the hood of the Grey Fox. You got to become the Grey Fox, and that hood was so awesome. It increased your strength your sneak to plus 200 or something crazy. And when you put it on, you're invisible.
Oh, that's cool.
Jesus, yeah. And let's see and you could take it off. You could go around a corner where people couldn't see it, take it off, and they wouldn't know it was you.
I don't know why, but I just imagine I'm in the world of Skyrim, and I'm like, "Come on, babe, give me a Bluey." She's like, "I can't. Everybody's here." "Oh, that's cool. Just use this cloak of invisibility."
Jesus.
And I put the cloak of invisibility around her, and then all of a sudden, you just see my pants unzip, and she pulls it out, and I'm just having a straight up conversation with you, and everybody's just kind of looking down, and I'm just holding on, or just a regular conversation, nothing's happening, and I'd be I stop halfway through a sentence, I'm and boom goes the dynamite. Yeah, you guys, I was just
and another good thing about that game is at level 1 you had to have you had to be really you had to have a bow and arrow, I think, or something, and but you could go into this crypt and kill Umbra, who's really fucking hard to kill even at level 1, but if you could kill her and live long enough, you had to have some potions and a bow and arrow, but you could get her armor and her Umbra sword, and that Umbra sword was badass.
You had to do it at level 1?
No, you could do it at level 1.
Why would you do it at level 1?
Well, because it wasn't leveled like the other swords. It was just an awesome sword from the get-go. That's why I would do it at level 1.
Okay, I see what you mean. So you'd struggle through the difficulty just to get the awesome sword that you could use throughout the entire game.
Yeah.
Okay. I could see me doing
Whereas
something like that.
with Skyrim, one of the best weapons I ever found in it was wind shear. That was a good sword. Have you gotten it?
On the ship.
Mm-hmm. At
I
the
think so.
you go up to the bow of that ship when that very top of the ship, and there's that sword just sticking out of the ship, and you get it, and it's the one that it doesn't do a whole lot of damage,
What does it look like?
a scimitar.
Okay.
And but when you hit somebody, like you can fight with 2 weapons,
Yeah.
one in each hand. When you hit somebody with it, no matter who they are, dragon, whatever, they get knocked back. It causes knockback every single time, and it doesn't lose its charge ever. Like you don't have to keep adding soul gems to it to recharge it.
That's pretty cool.
It never loses its charge. So that is the best sword in the game for me.
I just want to say as a random little outtake to this conversation, I've been sitting here staring at this picture of me holding those 2 kitties, but that excited look on my face, I just keep looking over at him and I'm like, man, he looks like he is having a great time holding those 2 kittens.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Let's move on. You got a bunch of the other segments. Dark Cloud, book a Bryon comic book, Bryon's origin story, book a Dark Cloud movie, and King Kong versus Batman and Robin.
King Kong versus... Oh, no, it's VJ. VJ gets to
Let's book a Dark Cloud movie, I
All
guess.
right. How would we book a Dark Cloud movie?
Would it be Dark Cloud 1 or 2 or both?
That's a long ass movie. You do both.
Franchise.
Well, you like 2 better.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd still like 1.
And 3 is coming out.
Is it?
Yeah. It's supposed to be.
It's been supposed to be coming out since 2005
That's true. Because Baldur's Gate 3 just came out.
for the system.
No, just for the computer.
Fuck.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But,
Anyway, so how are we booking the movie?
well, if it's the first movie, I don't know, because there ain't a lot of... I mean, it's pretty damn... There ain't no futuristic shit in it except for when you go to the moon, I guess.
Futuristic. The fuck? What do you need futuristic for? Damn, this ain't Toy Story where it's all about spacemen.
Well, I mean, think of your characters. You got Tone,
Yeah.
the boy with the sword and the green hat and the sombrero, or what was that thing he wears?
It's a little poncho.
Little
hat.
poncho he
Yeah.
wears. And then you have the cat girl that has a slingshot.
Yeah.
You have...
Damn, you act like this is the stupidest game ever. It's your favorite.
No, not the game. Just trying to make it a movie. And then you got the
Have you ever seen anime?
the little chubby kid, with the hammers,
Yeah.
and for some reason has red underwear on. And then you got
It's a bone. No, I'm just kidding.
the genie girl
Yeah.
that has the rings or the armlets that have magic. And then you have the Ungaga, the dude with the spears. And then you have
The
rabbit.
Yeah.
with the machine guns.
Ooh, I want a machine gun.
How would you want to book it? Would you?
Well, I mean, is it anime?
You can make it however you want. It's your movie.
I guess I would have to make it anime because I don't know. I don't see that being a live action.
Yeah.
And get some decent voice actors in it.
Clearly, he's never seen my bunny movie.
So, get some good voice actors and not just like big actors. I'm talking real voice actors that do
Yeah.
this shit for a living.
Oh yeah, there's some good ones out there. We
Yeah.
know them. Well, we don't personally know them, but
We know some of them. We met some of them.
I've met some of them. But we weren't like best buddies after that. I mean, Carrie Memes did follow us on Instagram. Another shout out to that.
Well, the guy that did Wolverine's voice, what's his name?
Steve Blum.
Yes, I'd like to get him as maybe the rabbit with the machine guns.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you put that away?
Yes, because you can't see his face. You know, he's got the mask on over his face and he's got the goggles.
Yeah.
But
All right.
who do you see doing Tone's voice?
Eric Vale.
Okay.
He plays Trunks in Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, okay. I see
Or
that.
Johnny on Bosch.
Yeah, him would be a good one for Tone.
Mm-hmm.
Goro. Just for my pleasure, the guy who plays Hercule from Dragon Ball Z.
Hercule Puffs.
Oh yeah, I like him. He would be a good.
The Macho Brothers, or
Yeah. Or their uncle. Their uncle's
the sheriff.
The sheriff, yeah. And what about the cat girl? I imagine she has some kind of little squeaky voice.
Yeah, any of the fucking female voice actors in Funimation could do it.
Yeah.
I have to go with what was her name, Monica Royale, the voice actress. Mostly because she's on the intro for the show.
The girl that does Bowman?
Yeah. Monica Royale or something like that. I have to go with her just because she's on the intro for the show. And
then you got Ungaga, and I imagine he would have like some kind of deep voice.
We could do Tara Strong, who's also done an intro for the show.
Or you could do Tara Strong for the genie.
Or vice versa, yeah. It don't matter, it sound the same.
Yeah.
Who would you say as the genie?
Ungaga.
Oh, him?
Sabat.
I was thinking of him, I was like, he's got to play someone like badass.
Mm-hmm.
I think he would be better. Even though I'd like to see more of him in the movie, but I think just for...
I mean, he has multiple different voices he could play with.
Yeah, I was thinking he could be the monkey man and the owl village throws those boulders at you.
Oh, yeah.
Utan or Utan.
Uh-huh, Master Utan. And then there's also the one that looks like... Oh, shit, what was his name? The one that looks like a big giant gerbil. The first one you fight.
The what?
The one that looks like a giant gerbil. Or the thing from...
Dran?
Yeah, Dran, yeah.
Oh, you just punched me in the ribs. Yeah, I think this would be fun. I think you're right, it'd be a better anime movie, and I think it had to be done in 3 parts just for the first game. And I'd have the first one be up to do the first 2 levels, and then the second movie would be like Queens and the Unga Village, and the last. Damn, we might have to do 4 movies. And the last one would be the Moon Palace, and then you go up to the... I guess, that ended there. And him going to the... What's that last world level called?
The Demon Shaft, or the... where he goes to the memory...
Yeah, the
memory place.
I'd scrap the Demon Shaft, because that's just like a bonus thing.
It is.
If it movie...
Well, what if you could somehow get them fighting... say they had to go into the Demon Shaft to get a certain sword, the Chronicle 2 sword, and instead of fighting like 100 damn levels, they just fought the Dark Knight.
Just fought the Dark Knight. That would be cool. Okay, you could work that in.
What if you ended the movie with, after they finally finished the mirror level y'all was talking about, they're like transported back to the... Instead of back to Earth, they end up in the Demon Shaft, like their teleportation device, or however they get to the moon. I've never played the game. They end up in the Demon Shaft, and as the credits roll, they look up, and the Black Knight's like walking out and laughing, and he's like, "Ha ha! You don't know where you are, obviously." And they all gear up and grab their weapons, and as the credits roll, it gives you one of those cool final fights.
Well, that would be
as
cool.
The movie ends.
That'd be cool as fuck.
Yeah. Look who showed up.
Is it Krillbilly?
Boo.
I mean, yeah, Boo.
Okay, let's move on.
Fuck that cat. He kept waking me up all morning. Ever since y'all let him in. He just... He didn't make no noise.
Yeah, I want to go back to that.
He just kept making noise. Anytime it was just me and him in here, he'd be like, hey.
Well, and the problem...
Feed me.
that was the problem. He didn't have food.
I'm not
So
your
this
owner.
morning when I woke up, I fed him.
I woke up...
But after y'all went back to bed, he kept doing it. And I flipped him off at one point, and he looked right at me and he said... Wait till you fall back to sleep, motherfucker.
Yeah, I went to take a piss middle of the night, and I look over, and he's like, meow, meow. I'm like, shut the fuck up, he's just sleeping. And I went back to my room. Anyway, alright, let's move on.
Alright.
Dark Cloud, Book of Bryon comic book, Bryon origin story, and King Kong versus Batman and Robin.
Let's do King Kong versus Batman and Robin.
Who gonna win that fight?
King Kong.
I think King Kong would get his ass whooped.
I think King Kong would.
Because King Kong got took down by a couple of little fireflies, shooting them down. Batman, if they can take him down, Batman can take him down.
Well, I guess if Batman has like his
Sleeping gas or something he could use.
Yeah, I'm sure Batman could take him down. But
He's
like,
got a bat wing.
I don't think it's fair because Batman just has way more plot armor than King Kong.
Yeah, but like Batman's got the bat wing, but King Kong got took down by six of those little old school airplanes. He got a fucking bat wing.
Yeah, but which King Kong are we talking? Are we talking Skull Island King Kong?
We'll say
That motherfucker was a badass.
let's
He
just
took
do.
down a lot of helicopters, didn't he?
Sure.
Or are we talking
'Cause he was-
Patrick?
Well, I guess we'll talk about
Who directed that damn movie?
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson. Patrick Jackson.
I guess we'll do
That's what I
old
was about to
school
say.
Peter Jackson. I don't know.
I feel like we need to do Skull Island because he's about to have another movie out with Godzilla.
He is.
All right, fine. We'll do him then.
Batman better be on his game because that.
Batman,
Hey.
first off, Batman's always on his game. So why don't we even go?
Can it be the Adam West Batman?
No, fuck no.
I'm just saying.
If it's Adam West Batman,
Totally evens the playing field.
If it's Adam West Batman, we're doing 1930s King Kong. That's the rules.
I still think King Kong win.
Oh no, Joker gas.
Use the anti-King Kong spray.
Quick, spray the
Yeah.
gas. He's too tall, Batman. It's not reaching his head.
Yeah.
When the fuck did you get here?
All right, I'm going.
1960. No.
Let's say it's the Arkham City verse Batman versus Skull Island King Kong.
Well, Batman's got so many damn gadgets. It would have to be him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd have to say Batman.
I think he'd find a way to knock him out.
Yeah, he would. And
But there's no way in hell he'd be Godzilla. I'm just saying. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry.
I think he'd be able to figure it out. Anyway, all right, now let's move on.
No.
Let's move on.
What about Godzilla from the anime though?
The Netflix anime.
That we watched like 3 episodes of.
There was only 3 episodes.
I'm just saying it was really long. That's what I was getting at.
Ah,
There's no chance in hell. I'm sorry, but they had people with way better technology who could literally converse telepathically, and fucking Mobile Suit Gundams could not beat that thing. Couldn't even punch a hole in it. It took a demon dragon from another dimension, like, who wasn't even fully in our universe to even attack him. And even then, I didn't quite understand what the fuck was going on.
I never did. Anyway,
But that was a
Okay.
good
All right,
Godzilla. at least.
let's move on because that's not what we talked about.
all right. Dark Cloud series, Book of Bryon comic book, and Bryon origin story.
So I saved these two for last because I feel like we could kind of like combine them.
Okay.
Book of Bryon origin story
And the
/ Bryon comic book because it would be like part of the
All right.
lore.
You book the origin story, and then I'll book the comic thing.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I don't know that much about you, Bryon, but I'm gonna make it badass. So Bryon goes to school. He, like, you know, any other kid his age, but he's got like this deep, dark, secret past type situation where he's seen some things that most kids growing up didn't get to see. Like maybe Elsie or his mom had like a different way of life that he didn't understand so much. He didn't understand why Elsie would bring home the human bodies and stick them in the freezer, or why his mom would prepare them for dinner. He just thought every family did it.
All right.
Chicken fingers, he thought were human fingers, and they just lie, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So once he realizes that he hasn't had the same exact childhood as everybody else, and his dad starts taking him out to show him the ritual. I mean the the ropes. Bryon learns a trick or two that are slight. Some he learns some scary stuff.
Okay.
Then one day at school, the wrong motherfucker tries to test Bryon.
Uh-huh.
Bryon goes too far in his retaliation. And everybody's looking at him like, whoa, what the hell? What's wrong with this guy? And Bryon gets stuck inside of a mental ward for a few months as they try to sort out his issues, and they repress a lot of his memories for several years until the comic book.
Okay. So, he goes home. And everything we know about Bryon from that point on is the exact same. And he's here today. And this
Exact same as...
is today.
Okay.
And this is present day Bryon. He's playing Skyrim. And he knows every ins and out of this game. But this time he's like, I'm going to play it a little bit differently. He's going in this little maze.
Sword walks outside.
He's going in this maze, and this time he just decides to go different paths, try different things out. And he goes in a certain path, and he finds a secret room, and he goes up to this crypt, and he presses a button, and then the weirdest thing happened. A beam of light shoots out from the TV, and sucks Bryon into Skyrim, where he becomes Dovahkiin Jr. And he goes around playing in the Skyrim for real.
I don't know if I'd read that comic book. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, well, okay. I'm sorry.
Thought it was going to be a lot more badass.
It is badass. He becomes the Dovahkiin Jr.
Everybody loves Dovahkiin Jr. Bitches love the Dovahkiin Jr.
I thought it was cool. Anyway, that's my Bryon comic book.
I set it all up for you to be this badass killer.
He is. Have you played Skyrim? You kill a shit ton of people.
And then you get sucked inside of a video game. I bet the people watching that would be like, what the fuck just happened? Swerve.
All right, now it's time for your Willow Topics.
Okay. All right. Dark Cloud 2.
It's on Bryon's as well.
The Iron Giant versus the Power Rangers.
Oh.
Marvel or DC villains.
Okay.
What is the best podcast between Two Guys in the Dark, Bizarre Adventures, and Fears Are Us?
Okay.
Okay. Funniest movie of all time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And COVID-19 life.
Now, does he get to choose as well, or do I get to choose on this one?
You can let Sean choose. I know he likes
He never
to
gets
do
to.
things.
So-
Okay. Let's go ahead and do the easiest one out of that. Power Rangers versus Iron Giant.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Power Rangers all the way.
Now, I don't like Power Rangers all that. I mean, it's okay. I'm liking it way more than I thought I would. But yeah, they'd take on Iron Giant, I think.
He does have that little ability to regenerate, but I don't know how far that extends, because I think if you destroy a select piece of him, like the specific
antenna?
piece, he can't reassemble. So
We don't really know a whole lot about Iron Giant, but from what we do know, I don't think he could beat... Because they fight mechas all the time.
and a nuke took him out, and
Yeah.
they literally take on things that like have, you know, the science has been done on them, and that screw attack. So we kind of like know how powerful they are.
They're retardedly overpowered. So
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I was reading an article today on how they could defeat the Avengers, and I was like,
bullshit.
I
I
could
ain't
totally
going-
see that, except
No.
for the Hulk. Maybe Thor too,
Thor.
but
Iron Man.
I could see them taking on a lot.
There's
They
really-
could beat Iron Man. They could beat Iron Man.
Oh, no, because here's why.
They could beat Hawkeye.
Here's why.
They could beat Hawkeye. They could beat Captain America.
Let me tell
They
you
could
why.
beat Black Panther.
I think they won't beat the Avengers. Because from what I've seen, they're stupid. And that's why I think the Avengers will be able to defeat them pretty easily. Anyway, let's move on.
All right,
They're
next,
stupid.
Sean.
Well, they are teenagers, so it's like,
Exactly. All right, what was next?
what'd you expect?
Dark Cloud 2,
Okay.
Marvel versus DC villains.
Okay.
What's the best podcast between the three podcasts?
Okay.
Funniest movie of all time, and COVID-19 life.
Funniest movie of all time.
All right.
The first one that comes to mind is Step Brothers.
Yeah, that movie's fucking hilarious.
But I'm sure there's better ones.
Have you seen Blockers yet?
No, I haven't seen. I own it.
I wouldn't say it's the funniest movie of all time, but it is the only comedy that I watched 4 times in 2020.
Really.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about that movie. It just makes me laugh. I don't even like after once I think about it right now, it's like there's really no need for me to watch this 4 times. But it made me laugh every time I watched it.
I watch Kung Pao Enter a Fist every year, and I still laugh at it. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's the funniest movie of all time, though. But I like the shit out of it. I know what it is. I know what the funniest movie of all time is. I'm sorry, I don't know why it took me so long to remember it. Funniest movie of all time is The Fucking Jerk. Who's next? Who's going to pick their movie next? Because I know my answer.
The Jerk?
Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie.
Yeah.
It is a really good movie.
That movie's so funny. Because I was thinking about picking that myself. I love
We watched
The Jerk.
that recently, like in the last few years. Me and you watched that together.
Yeah.
Did we watch it for the podcast?
No.
All I need is this red thermos.
Damn. Yeah, we watched that back to back with Life, if I remember correctly.
Maybe.
We were just chilling in my front living room with you, Leslie, and maybe my mom for some reason.
You mean I'm going to stay this color?
That was the funniest shit. And when the guy dropped him off, or picked him up, and then dropped him off like right at the end of this fence, he said, "How far are you going?" He said, "The end of this fence." Okay. That movie's hilarious.
You got one, BJ?
I don't know if I necessarily have a funniest movie of all time. That's tough because there's a lot of quality comedy out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say some of the good ones that come to my mind would be, that one. Wayne's World's pretty fucking funny.
Wayne's World 1.
Yeah, the first one.
Wayne's World 2 wasn't that funny.
Step Brothers.
Austin Powers.
I was gonna say
Austin
that,
Powers.
but
Those are some of the funniest
The
movies
first
I've
two
ever
are
seen.
hilarious.
the first
I had to
two are
rewatch
hilarious.
3. It's been a while since I've seen 3.
I didn't
But
think 3 was as funny, but it was still funny.
But I was gonna say, there's a specific Adam Sandler movie I can't.
Waterboy's fucking
Waterboy's
hysterical.
It is
Hilarious.
hilarious.
That's his best one,
Yeah,
I think.
I do too.
I even
I like
know
Little Nicky too. That's pretty funny.
Hubie's
Yeah, it's
Halloween
pretty
was
funny.
good. It just wasn't as funny. But
It wasn't as funny, but
loved
it was good. But I think the reason it wasn't as funny is because it was geared towards kids.
You know what, though? That's My Boy, I think, is a very underrated, hilarious Adam Sandler.
I think That's My Boy's pretty funny.
Yeah. It's underrated. It's
Yeah.
really good.
And personally, I like Grandma's Boy pretty good.
Have you
I've
guys
never
seen
seen
his
it.
new movie yet?
Oh, you haven't seen Grandma's Boy?
Jules?
Uncut Gems.
Uncut
I own
Gems.
it. I haven't seen it.
I've heard so much good stuff about it, and I haven't seen it yet either.
We got to add it for season 5.
Yeah, we gotta
Now,
watch it.
I thought Little Nicky was hilarious. I thought Billy Madison was kind of funny. Wasn't his funniest movie, but
I guess I'm gonna have to say that the
Now, what
funniest movie.
oh, Happy Gilmore. I love Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny too.
What about the shit? I can never remember the fucking names of his movies. Big Daddy. That's the one.
Big Daddy. That's a good one, but
it's more heartfelt.
Yeah.
Just like The Wedding Planner.
It's funny, but it's
The
more
Wedding
of a,
Singer.
yeah, Wedding Singer, not Planner. Yeah, The Wedding Singer, which I love all those old Sandler movies. I do, except for Overboard.
Overboard.
Oh,
Going
that
Overboard.
movie was
No, wait,
fucking-
hold on. Going Overboard was shit, and so was Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill was bad.
Jack and Jill was bad.
But the rest of them I've enjoyed.
You watch Over Roots and then you watch Jack and Jill and you're like,
And I didn't
looks
care
like he's
for-
returning to his
I
roots.
didn't care for Blended too well.
I never saw Blended.
Oh, and 51st Dates. I love 51st Dates.
That was a good one.
That's a good movie.
Well, it wasn't funny.
That's one of the
Yeah,
movies my
yeah,
dad
it-
would watch all the freaking time.
Was it?
Yeah.
For me, it's either The Jerk or Young Doctors in Love.
I've never seen that.
Never seen that one, actually.
It's pretty old. It's got the guy that plays Bane was the star.
The dude from Last
Tom
Man
Hardy?
Standing. He's talking about the guy from Last Man
Hector
Standing.
Elizondo.
I know it was my
That movie is so fucking funny.
Young Frankenstein's pretty damn hilarious.
It is funny. It is funny.
Blazing Saddles. I
Blazing
think
Saddles
funny.
was
Yeah.
up there too. That's pretty damn
Because
hilarious.
the whole where the white women at is the
Yeah.
funniest so far.
Oh my god.
Anyway, all right.
that
Oh,
movie
yeah.
is pretty fucking.
And White
History of
Chicks,
the World-
obviously.
History of the
No,
World
just
Part 1's pretty damn funny too. Not as funny as Blazing Saddles.
No.
And Spaceballs is pretty funny.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen all 3 of those, and I think Blazing Saddles is the best one.
It is.
All right, I think it's time to move on.
Okay.
What's next?
COVID-19 life. What's the best podcast between your three and Marvel versus DC villains?
Let's do Marvel versus DC villains.
All right.
Is this who we like better or who's going to win in a brawl?
Let's do both.
Okay, as in who I like better, DC villains.
I do too.
Yeah, we'll say Marvel does have some decent villains, and they have some of them are top notch. But when it comes to a comparison, like side to side comparison, DC's got the numbers on just development of all their villain characters.
Here's why I like DC villains better. If I've never seen the Marvel movies, I wouldn't. Goddamn.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
If I've never seen the Marvel movies, I wouldn't have been able to tell you any Marvel villains that wasn't a Spider-Man or X-Men villain.
Okay, yeah, because I couldn't tell you a single Doctor Strange villain.
I still can't. Marmaduke, what was that fucking bad guy he fought?
Dormammu and
Mephisto.
Yeah. Cassandra.
Yeah, see, Doctor Strange. I don't know that.
He was never let's be
granted,
honest. He was never in the forefront of comic books.
Granted, I loved the movie, but it wasn't about the bad guys that made the movie. It was just a good movie. Anyway,
so here's the thing: like when you say you wouldn't be able to point out any of them other than Spider-Man and
X-Men.
If you think about it, the Avengers have never really been at the front end of Marvel's comics. Like the X-Men and Spider-Man were their money makers.
Their backs were hurting for goddamn
so, well, I mean,
and
they probably weren't hurting that bad considering the X-Men have like 50,000 members.
Hold up. I forgot one. Doctor Doom. I knew Doctor Doom.
Yes.
Doctor Doom. Well, I was about to get to that.
That
was what I was going to say.
one of my favorite villains.
Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is like probably my number one villain of all time, but he's just so fucking awesome. And have you guys read the new? Well, it's not new. It came out 2017 or 18.
Probably not.
But it was like basically Doom becomes an anti-hero. It's called the. It's an Iron Man comic. No, not Infamous. Damn it, basically, Doctor Doom becomes Iron Man. And he mixes... Because he becomes like an anti-hero. And has his own Iron Man suit that he manages to mix with magic and technology. And it's so badass. I think it's Infamous Iron Man.
And so what does he go around doing? Killing bad guys?
Yes and no. You gotta read it. I don't want to spoil it, but it is probably one of my favorite Doom arcs.
See, I've never been a super huge Doctor Doom fan. One, movies has never been able to portray him right.
Well, that I will give you that. But in the comics, he's always just such a badass.
I used to
video
game. Like I have his origin story comic, and I love that one.
Oh yeah, are you talking about the one
where he gets the mask?
Yes.
He has it made for him. He puts it on when it's too hot, and it burns his face up.
Oh, so he's an idiot. All right.
Anyway,
I'll just get. He's cool,
but
and Carnage, fucking probably one of their.
You like him better than Venom?
Well, I mean, villain's an anti-hero, so it doesn't necessarily count. Sometimes he's a villain, sometimes he's a hero, but Carnage there is no line with him.
I know.
But even then, there's that one comic book where I want to say his alignment. Something magical happens to him, I think, maybe, and he gets confused and he tries to start helping people. And he would come in and be like, the Carnage Man is here to save the day. And he was like making things worse, but he was like actually trying to be a hero, if I remember correctly.
Okay. So most powerful bad guy villain in Marvel.
Oh, you said Galactus.
Can you really rank them?
You said Galactus earlier. I was like, I don't like Galactus, by the way.
I don't like him either, but
I think he's boring.
I don't think he's the most powerful, just because there's the one below all. Marvel really needs to set their boundaries at some point and let you understand who's. I mean, they have Annihilus, and he's,
Where do you think Thanos ranks?
Upper, top 10 probably. but at the lower end of the top 10 is what I meant to say. Sorry, he's in the top 10 of the villains, but I would say he's probably like a 8 or 7. He's not like top 5 because they just have so many entities and powers.
Okay. So top villain or most powerful villain in DC.
So that also gets tricky too, because you guys have like Brainiac, and I mean even Lex Luthor has his moments where he's possibly the most powerful villain.
One of the most powerful ones I think is Darkseid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess Darkseid would have to be, but even then, aren't there people more powerful than him?
On the good
Like
guy's
very
side,
rarely used.
on the good guy's side, I could think of a few who could whoop his ass.
Oh, you know what? In Marvel, they have the Marquis of Death. I forgot about him. He's super fucking powerful.
What do you think? Could Doomsday beat Darkseid?
He could fight.
I think Darkseid would kill him, and then Doomsday would just come back and beat the fuck out of him.
Because he would learn how to beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the good thing about Doomsday. I mean, you can beat him once.
God damn! I was watching Death Battle. Doomsday. They had Doomsday up against Hulk, and he fucked Hulk up. He killed Hulk.
But let's be honest. Most anytime you put DC up against Marvel, DC's gonna win.
Did you watch the crossover they did years back?
The comic or the
comic.
DC won the majority of them, if I'm not mistaken.
They had a DC versus Marvel comic. I've got it, and
they made 4 of them.
and it was like these two galactic things. They were wanting to do a tournament, and they were wanting to destroy one of the universes, and they like brought certain ones in to fight the others, and it was cool. They had
Here's
Hulk versus Superman,
Yeah,
Superboy versus Spider-Man.
Superboy would have whooped his ass.
Didn't he lose that fight though?
I think so. And then Robin
took on Jubilee.
Robin versus Jubilee.
I remember that still was being retarded.
Yeah, and Batman versus the Punisher.
Was it the Punisher?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he
Who
wanted
did Captain America fight?
Bane.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he beat,
And then
he beat Bane.
Thor fought
Wonder Woman, right?
Who the hell did Superman take on?
Or did Wonder Woman fight
Superman
Storm?
took on the Hulk, wasn't it?
No.
It might have been Superman versus Thor.
Wonder Woman fought Storm. And
Could have
lost.
swore Superman fought the Hulk.
Yeah, he did fight Hulk.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh yeah, because it was at the time when the Hulk was like half Banner, half Hulk, and he was running around using guns for some fucking reason. Because I remember the picture of him with the T-shirt on, fighting Superman. Like it's like a torn up tank top or something.
I don't know. I just remember the only thing I remember was like Superman beating him, and then the next day Hulk's like, my Hulk's head still hurts from that fight. And Superman's like, yeah, I'm the shit, huh? And then Flash took on Quicksilver, I think.
Yeah.
Flash would have won that anyways. We all know that.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a good comic.
Mm-hmm.
I think just cool-wise, I like the DC villains. I don't want to get into it'd be a 10-hour debate if we said who was going to win in a fight.
Probably the DC villains, though. Let's be honest. Like, if their superheroes outclass our Marvel superheroes, then their villains would have to even take it a step further. Because, like, just Darkseid alone, I think, would destroy Thanos.
They did Death Battle with that.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Even with the power, even with the glove, I think Darkseid won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what's next on the list?
It was COVID-19 Life. Is that the last one? And Dark Cloud 2?
No,
Dark Cloud 2, COVID-19 Life, and
The Best Podcast.
let's do COVID-19 Life.
All right.
I'm not liking it. I work at Walmart, and I know VJ works at Sam's, so he's going through the same thing.
spending a lot of well, actually, I've been working overnights ever since COVID. So I haven't really had to deal with a lot of people. I'm out of there.
I get mad because like I see people with that mask on. I was like, that's just a slap in my fucking face, you piece of shit. I'm ready for it to end. I'm ready for but here's one good thing. I was hoping it ends so I could do more stand up. But I'm like, it'd be cool because it's over. I think stand up's gonna have another huge boom, and time it gets ready, I'm going to be like hopefully well trained enough to just go out there and just fucking destroy.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. So I mean that's kind of a good thing. I'm getting a lot of my training in while all the apocalypse is happening, and I want to when it's over, I'm gonna rise like a little Jew phoenix, and I'm gonna go up there and hopefully be able to quit my job and make a living off of that.
Okay.
I hate COVID. I can't. I mean, I again, as I don't want to say, I can't wait for the vaccine because I want them to do it right, but they're not going to know how to do it right until they do trial and error.
Yeah.
VJ?
Pretty much the same. It's all wonky. Things suck.
You're actually
Hard to have as much fun.
You're the only one here who's actually had the virus.
That's true.
But it affects people differently.
Yeah,
for
not
you,
everybody gets the same symptoms. Not everybody has the same experience.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it wasn't that insane. I just had that one day of just not having any energy at all, and then after that, it was like I couldn't smell anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Could you taste things?
yeah, Leslie lost her sense of taste and smell.
I know my teacher.
She's like, it kind of sucks eating food now because it seems like I'm doing it for no reason.
Just to live. My teacher, he said he had it, and he said he knew he had it when he was on stage because they handed him a beer. He's like, he couldn't taste it. He goes, well, fuck, I got COVID while he was on stage. Anyway, let's move on to the last one, the one I've been saying for.
You didn't ask me.
Okay. My bad. How's COVID been for you?
Nothing's changed.
Okay. I knew it. That's why I didn't bother to ask.
Nothing's changed. I'm a recluse anyway. I don't ever go anywhere hardly. So, I've been thriving.
This is my year.
This is my year.
I granted. Okay, one thing about COVID, a little secret. Some of you might not know this. I don't wipe my ass. COVID hasn't changed this for me. Because I don't use toilet paper. So I was like, it'd be alright. Y'all fight to the death.
Over it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay,
Still the most disgusting thing.
Okay,
It is.
It's not.
Nah, dude, like you literally just wash your ass down the drain and then the bathroom smells like poop for like a few minutes.
Okay, let's just move. Piss me off. All right, let's.
Last two segments: Dark Cloud 2 or What's the Best Podcast?
It's like the last one we're going to get to do. The best podcast out of the three. I already know your answer.
Do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I already know your answer.
Because I've already told you, probably. Yeah.
You like Bizarre Adventure.
That's my favorite.
I was about to say the same thing.
That's your favorite, the D&D one.
Yeah, I mean, like when it actually. Well, I mean, I like ours too, and I like horrors too.
I love all of them.
When it comes to like binging and like actually sitting down and listening to it, it's more consistently like entertaining and funny.
Yeah.
It has the elements of storytelling, the elements of action, and the elements of us genuinely trying to make each other laugh. So, plus it feels more real. It's not necessarily planned out, except for the DM. Like the players who are all playing are literally in the moment. So
Yeah.
Well, you may not enjoy 3 as much because there's a lot of
just Sean
boring.
talking.
No, a lot of boring.
Oh, he said like after y'all get rid of Kevin, he played multiple characters or something like that. I was like, just Sean talking.
You know what? The Kevin going back because I've listened to the first 5 and editing. It didn't bother me.
I feel like I heard at least a movie or something with Kevin.
The Road to Shinra Nyoku. There's a 3-part movie. He was
yeah, it was kind of bummed me out a little bit.
But I really enjoyed season 3. I thought the episode 2 was boring because we had like
I miss Kevin. How's he been?
He's married.
I knew that part. You told me that last time I came down.
He's getting really big into religion, and so I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna end well.
So
For me,
well, you know what? I've loved season 3, and you're right. Episode 2 was kind of boring, but
because it's like an 80-man orc bandit fight at the end. It's like, oh no, that took 3 hours.
yeah, and
I thought he was going to say 80-man.
it took so long because you and Kevin kept rolling shit.
Well, now that once our weapons got better, it wasn't an issue.
Right.
Because like later on in the end of the season, our weapons were badass, so we weren't having that issue.
Yeah, and plus you've got all that cool shit in the dungeon.
Yeah.
All right.
So y'all go on Bizarre Adventure. For me, it's tough. All right. Now I bet the both of you can't stand because all I talk about is these podcasts because of my children. I'm like, oh, my children, I want to do more with them. I love them, all three. You know, so every time I start talking about my podcast, you two are like, oh, this fucking dickhead. It's all he thinks about. I love them. I don't know. I think Bizarre Adventure is definitely the funnest to film. I think Fears R Us is the most satisfying when it's done. The amount of work I put into Fears R Us is ridiculous. The Halloween special, I spent 24 plus hours editing that. The one before, I spent almost as much. The season finale of season 2, I have spent a lot, and so I'm very proud of those because of the way they came out. Two Guys in the Dark, I feel like it's the OG. I don't know. I feel like it's the Superman to the Cool Kids with Asthma universe. It's the Mickey Mouse. So I kind of like heart, and plus I promote it more. That's where anytime I get a celebrity, it's on Two Guys in the Dark. I feel like if I had to keep one, it'd be Two Guys in the Dark. But I love them all equally. I go Two Guys in the Dark. Alright. Okay, and that's it. Do you have any more segments ready? Or is that the last segment?
Well, too. So if we're not doing that, then
No.
we need to go to your next segment.
Booty butt treats.
Alright. It's time for movie reviews.
What? We watched movies for this episode?
Yes, 2 of them.
Nobody told Edgar.
Now, Bryon got to choose, and I said, hey, choose 2 movies.
I actually have notes for you.
I do too.
And the first movie you chose, we've already discussed like a bunch in this episode, is a movie called Yellowbeard.
Yellowbeard.
It's funnier than the Monty Python. I actually kind of enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
And if you remember, fans, the night special on season 3, we reviewed Monty Python, where me and VJ ripped it a new asshole because we thought it was garbage.
That is true.
All right, who wants to jump into the Yellowbeard next?
Okay. Let's see.
What
Which characters did you like?
I didn't like Yellowbeard.
Oh, you didn't like Yellowbeard?
I thought he's retarded.
I thought he was hilarious.
I mean, yeah, but
I found his son way more annoying than I found him. I thought he was pretty funny. His character.
wasn't there like blind? It's been a while since I
Blind
watched.
Pew. Blind Pew was his name. Do you remember who played him?
John Cleese,
John
right?
Cleese, that's right.
I think the funniest part of for me, the movie, was at the end when like he thought he was in love with that girl, and then she ditches him like that.
Yes.
I was like, oh,
Dan,
damn.
I don't think I love you anymore.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're right, you don't. And we talked about her in another episode of something we did because she was in that movie.
What movie was it?
It was some scary movie we watched.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Halloween 3?
Yes, that was it. It was Halloween 3.
Okay.
She was the young girl that the old doctor was seeing.
Yeah.
Went on the trip with her.
Yeah.
That's her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say that's probably Halloween 3.
Yeah, because we had just talked about it.
I wish the movie was called Yellowbeard, about Yellowbeard. Didn't have a whole lot of Yellowbeard in it. It was in a good portion of it, but I thought he'd be in it more.
Right. Did you like the what was it, Mr. Moon?
Was that the guy who was trying to overthrow Yellowbeard?
Mm-hmm. He was his first mate, and he ended up getting his hand cut off.
Yeah, that was fairly funny, and
his little man was Gilbert.
yeah,
We just talked about that.
it's. I actually was going into it. I was like, "This is gonna be a piece of shit," but I actually liked it. I really liked it when Cheech and Chong came in as those Spanish. What were they?
Racial stereotypes. No, I'm just kidding.
Conquistadors. They were what are they called? They were part of the Spanish Armada.
Part of the Spanish Army.
And they ended up. Remember when they got that treasure? They ended up just he's like, let's just, because he was talking about what if we didn't take this back to the King of Spain or the Queen or whoever it was, and that's why they ended up on that island. Of course, and then you come to find out that's the same island Yellowbeard buried his treasure.
Yeah.
But
I will admit, or I will say this: I finally found my notes. Took me fucking forever, but the first thing I wrote down was like one of the funniest jokes that I remembered hearing, and she's like, "Remember when we had a little cuddle?"
Yeah,
and he's like, "You mean when I was raping you?"
I was raping you. If that's what you mean.
I was like, "What the?"
And she was like, "Oh," she's like, he was like, "I thought I killed the last one I raped."
She's like, "Well, it might have been a bit on the rough side, dear, but not fatal." That was so funny. And you know her; she was in Blazing Saddles.
Yeah,
Madeline Kahn.
And then there's that scene. They broke their solemn word. He's like, oh, that's government for you.
That's government for you. Yeah.
What happened to Daddy? He's gone to heaven. Oh, that's nice. He sent all of his friends there.
Yes, that was funny. And he's going to cut his kid's head off to get the map.
Yeah. That's the funniest jokes that I had wrote down from it.
I could definitely see me watching it again. I wouldn't watch Monty Python again, definitely.
Yeah.
But
Yellowbeard, I actually gave it a 7 out of 10. I thought it was way better than Monty Python.
I gave it a 7 out of 10.
It holds up way better too, and like some of the jokes are even
jokes were way better.
Way better.
Way better.
Way better.
And the characters were better too.
Yeah.
So.
I give it an 8.
8?
I'll 8 out of 10. I liked it.
Right.
I think Bryon, you picked 2 really good movies for this.
Now, actually, the next movie we're doing is, I think, better.
It is.
Outlaw Josey Wells. Badass as fuck.
But just because this movie was fucking great.
Yeah.
This, I don't know if y'all are going to agree with my my pick for this movie. Like my
ranking?
My ranking. I'll tell you a little bit later.
Okay. This, I was like, man, if every Western was like this.
Oh, yes.
This would be the best genre out there.
He was like the fucking Robert Downey Jr. of this universe. Just badass line after badass line.
Oh, he had so many good
Buzzards
lines.
gotta eat, same as worms.
Yeah.
Shit.
I was just like, damn.
So his family...
I just wish I could talk like that
I know.
on a regular basis.
And he always had that tobacco in his mouth.
Yes.
And he would spit right before he's about to kill somebody. So he was just a farmer. Redlegs killed his family.
Yeah.
Right? And while he was out plowing. Wasn't he out plowing? And they killed his wife and kids.
Yeah.
And he decided the Redlegs were like a group in the Union Army. And he decided to join Bloody Bill Cantrell's group. They were like a rogue version of the Confederacy. I mean, they were part of the Confederacy, but they were like one of the last ones to surrender.
Yeah.
And so he joined them, and that's where he learned to fight, and apparently got really good at it. Right?
Oh, I guess apparently hate makes you a better fighter.
I guess so. Because you have the montage of him, killing all these different people with the Dixie music going.
Now, I got a line that says, I deleted a lot of my notes just now because I was like, God damn it, I never use context. And then I forget that we spend so much time between each episode that like it doesn't make any sense because I didn't write any context around it. So I had to delete. Like I was like, there's one I was like, he dropped the fucking whiskey. Don't drop the fucking whiskey. And I was like, this is stupid. I'm deleting this. And then there's one that literally says Mr. Chain Blue Lightning, and I was like, oh damn it, I don't remember what that was in reference to.
So you remember what happens? The end of the war.
Oh, yeah, and they were supposed to surrender.
And what was their leader's name again? Fletcher.
Oh.
He betrayed him.
I thought his name was Pussy Boy Johnson or something.
Pussy Boy, yeah.
No,
he's
right. He sounds right.
It's Fletcher though. And
so call Pussy Boy Johnson.
Okay. He decided. Well, he had made a deal with them, but they betrayed him too. Actually.
Yeah.
Because they weren't supposed to kill his men; they were just supposed to take them as prisoners, right? They took their weapons, and then they had the Gatling gun hiding. And Josey and the kid went too, didn't he? So Josey was the only one. Yeah, so Josey's the only one that didn't go down there. He was like, I reckon not. When he said, are you coming with us, Josey? Anyway, so then they kill them all except for the kid, right?
Yeah.
And Josey
he got wounded during that.
Yeah, he did. And Josey came and just killed almost all of them and got away with the kid.
Yeah. They were hunting them down, though, for a while.
Yeah, they were chasing them and hunting them down. I'm trying to see what notes did you have?
I didn't. That was just from memory. Most of my notes is just, wow, boom, that's cool. That's most
boom?
I don't know. I didn't say boom, but I was just like, really fucking good. Badass.
I remember they introduced the old chief Indian character and the young Indian girl, and I remember, or Native American girl, whatever. But I remember he's like, she thinks I'm some kind of Cherokee chief. He's like, I wonder what gave her that idea.
Okay, and remember he said, now I've got to go hunt him down. You know, after all that happened because he was pissed off Fletcher was pissed off that they killed him. He said, now I have to go hunt Josey Wales down. And he said, because he certainly want to be killing us. And then, which he was right, he would want, and then he meets Chief Dan George. And let's see, he's always spitting the tobacco spit on his victims. Remember that?
Yeah.
And on that red bone coonhound.
Oh, yeah. He spit on that hound dog.
Yeah, he did. I got some. Oh yeah, remember the part where he's got his hands full of like tobacco and jerky and stuff. And he's in that town.
Yeah.
And those soldiers are there, and they're all just sitting there with their hands over their guns. And what was the line he said? It's been a while. You gonna pull those pistols or whistle Dixie?
Yeah.
That was badass. And
Whistling Dixie.
remember when? Okay, here's the one with the bounty hunter. You remember the bounty hunter?
Yeah.
And the bounty hunter. See, Josey says, "You a bounty hunter?" And the bounty hunter says, "Man's got to do something to make a living these days." And Josey says, "Dying ain't much of a living, boy." That was badass right there.
One thing I do remember though is there's a scene with the where he buys those scalps. He asks to buy the Indian scalps while he's riding with the two Native Americans. I was like, what a dick! What a dick! And then when they introduced the granny, I was like, damn. Granny just fucking hates everybody.
Right?
She was shit talking everybody.
Everybody.
Nobody was safe.
No. And you know, that was his girlfriend for the longest time. The big-eyed girl that he saved.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was his girlfriend for the longest time. She was in a few of his movies, too. She was in both the Every Which Way But Loose, Any Which Way You Can movies. She was in that. She was in Bronco Billy and Tightrope, I think, and a few others.
Okay.
Just like, what's his name was in a bunch of his movies. Of course, you know, he used a lot of people in the same movies.
Now, one of my notes says, why is that shot keep so fucking short? But it's followed by one of my favorite lines of the movies.
What's it?
Whenever I get to liking someone, they aren't around long. And it's literally followed by, whenever you get to disliking someone, they aren't around long.
Yeah, that was funny.
They aren't around long neither.
Yeah. And Chief Dan George, he had some good lines.
He did.
He did.
So what's everybody going to rank this movie? Or do you got one more thing to say?
There's that scene where he's like, how'd you know who to shoot first?
Oh, we talking about those guys outside the store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he runs into it's like three guys, right? And I was thinking that too. Like, how does he know to shoot first? But
And he breaks it down.
yeah, he breaks it down. The middle flap holster, left crazy eyes, and the right middle was scared. And I was like, damn, like. I don't know if I'd have had that much time to think about that in a situation. Right? Like, three dudes about to pull a gun on me. Shit. He knew what
he had both his hands full of.
He was ready to go, though.
Yeah. And but I like the shit out of this movie.
There's that scene, he's like, wasn't worried about it. him. You were there. She's like, he was like, I could have missed.
Yeah.
And then the old dude stole his girl.
Yes.
Halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
Damn. The old dude was getting some loving. And then I was gonna say I loved the visual, like how you couldn't see faces until like the lights would, like until they'd look up. You know what I mean? Like when they would introduce like a new character or a new bounty hunter, or if he was like having a moment, like, and he didn't want people to see his face. I just loved the way that like they captured that, like especially just. I don't know if it would work as well in a modern day movie, is what I'm saying. Like, with all of the quality that they've been able to create, I don't know if it worked as well as it does in these movies.
Now, there are so many good Clint Eastwood movies that you all should watch. One, if you haven't seen it, Pale Rider.
I've got it on Vudu.
I know. It's amazing. Two, another Western, Unforgiven.
Do I have that on Vudu? I think I do.
If you do, I mean, that one won Best Picture and everything. That movie's awesome. But, and it has Morgan Freeman in it.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and rank it, all right?
Wait. Two more movies.
Oh, okay.
Two more movies you need to watch.
All right.
Okay? If you have to put them on the podcast, that's fine. Which I don't think you have. Every Which Way But Loose.
I don't have. I've seen it.
Any Which Way You Can.
I've seen one of them.
Did you like it?
I was a kid and I thought it was shit. But as an adult, I might like it better. That happens.
9 out of 10.
Oh, shit. VJ?
9 out of 10.
I guess
That's my legitimate. That's what I gave it.
I'm going to give it 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Did you give it a 9 out of 10?
Yeah.
See? It's a good movie, man.
It is a great movie.
Damn. I didn't think we'd all give it 9s out of 10s, though. I was like, when I gave it a 9 out of 10, I was like, they don't think I'm fucking crazy.
No. All right, let's just move on to the last segment of the show, wrapping up Two Guys in the Groove. This is where we pick a song to put on a playlist on Spotify. That's Two Guys in the Groove Season 4. There's also Seasons 1, 2, 3 on Spotify. You can go follow those right now on Spotify. That's Two Guys in the Groove Seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4. Also, we have a whole collection on YouTube on our Cool Kids with Asthma page. You can check them out there. So, what's everybody going to choose for their song this week?
My song this week is DLZ by TV on the Radio.
What?
DLZ
DLZ
by TV on the Radio.
Okay.
And I listen to TV radio all the time, on the radio all the time, and I love their music. And this song somehow escaped me at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it wasn't as much as a banger as our, like, I don't remember it being as good as it is what I'm pointing out, is what I'm trying to say. I think I was accidentally just saying it backwards. But so we recently started rewatching Breaking Bad, and there's the scene where he comes out of that supermarket after that guy's buying
where he was going to quit, right? And then he's like trying to get into a normal life, but then he goes to the store, he sees people buying stuff to make meth with. It just pisses him off. He goes,
and he walks up on that dude all buck and shit, and he's like, "Get off my turf," basically.
That's a good song. I have that song on Spotify too.
That song that plays in the background is TV on the Radio, and I remember hearing it, and I was like, I'm listening to the lyrics, and I'm like, holy shit. I was just like, what? I was like, that's TV on the Radio. I was like, why don't I remember this song? And then I looked it up. It was TV on the radio.
Yeah. Okay. Can we focus?
I looked it up. It was TV on the radio, and I was like, fuck yeah. And I added it to one of my playlists, and I've been listening to it ever
That's on my
since.
like songs on Spotify too. It's a good one.
Such a good song. It's got great lyrical content, man. I wish more bands were like that. Like, a lot of stuff you hear on the radio these days is just garbage water.
All right, my song. Now, this song I've been listening to for 6-7 years. It's from, I don't know if you guys know who a guy named Bray Wyatt is, the wrestler. He's the guy who did the original Bray Wyatt theme song. His group's called Mark Crozer and the Rails. I think it might just be Mark Crozer now. And I really like this guy. I've been listening to this guy since like 2013 or longer. Mm-hmm. And this is one of my favorite songs. I just recently started listening to them again. I was like, man, they've never been on the podcast. I feel like they need to shout out. They're really good. This song's called The Bristol Hum. It's one of my favorite songs by them.
The Bristol Hum.
Yeah.
Is this the actual Bray Wyatt song, or is this a different song by
It's
them?
a different song by them.
Oh, well, check it out.
It's gonna be on Two Guys in the Groove season 4.
I'll have to check it out.
Okay. And your song.
Okay. Mine got erased somehow. And I don't know who sings it. That's why, or if it's on Spotify.
We're about to find out. What's the song called?
Orangutan Hall of Fame.
Oh, fucking it.
Bryon, I have a question.
Yeah.
How do you spell orangutan?
I don't think it's on here.
Damn it.
So first try, what's your pick for the week?
Black Dog by Led Zeppelin.
I don't think I've heard this one. Is it good?
Yeah. It's really
a
good.
Zeppelin song, so it's gotta be
Well,
good.
Okay.
not all their songs are
Yeah,
great,
but a good majority of them. One of my favorite albums.
I'm
Zeppelin
almost
too.
positive this was on Led Zeppelin 4. Same one Stairway to Heaven's on.
Okay. Well, that's Two Guys in the Groove Season 4. Check us out on Spotify. Also, if you want to see our videos of the week or see any of our videos, you go to our Facebook page, Two Guys in the Dark.
Mm-hmm.
Two Guys in the Dark, this is VJ.
I just
If
like
you
how
want-
Bryon said, mm-hmm.
If you want to, follow us on Instagram, I'm Captain Cool 69 on Instagram. He's Butt Chugging Bananas on Instagram. Also, our Facebook, or our podcast is on Instagram. That's Two Guys in the Dark. This is still VJ. And you can follow us on YouTube. We're Cool Kids with Asthma. We also have 2 other podcasts. Fears Are Us, the horror movie podcast, and Bizarre Adventure, the Dungeons and Dragons podcast. Also, if you want to, sponsor the show, we'll talk anything. And if you've seen the show, we'll sponsor anything. And just email us at twoguysinthedark@gmail.com.
Two Guys in the Dark.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Any last thoughts?
Turd burglars.
No, we're not going to,
Well, you just asked thoughts. It's the first thought that popped in my head.